Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura show. Good morning, good morning. Hello, hi everybody, welcome back. Look, I moved the chicks so you guys can see them more clearly as they scratch around and make a mess. Good morning, welcome back. For those of you who are new, hello, I'm Laura. We get together whenever I put together a schedule for us to get together. I'm really sorry, I'm like such a flaky person right now, but I'm gonna be better soon-ish. Anyway, I am now on a no makeup kick. For a little while, the live streams were me looking cute. Now it is me trying to heal my skin because I have the weirdest breakout that I've ever had. I've never had this many zits at one time in my whole life. I don't think even in my like zitty teenage years, you know? Oh my gosh, this is just a shadow from a light. I don't have the puffiest eyes in all of, look at my designer eye bags. Geez, lighting, you're supposed to make me look good like a real life YouTuber. You're not supposed to make me look like I haven't slept. To be fair, I haven't actually slept. I'm having super bad insomnia this weekend. Like, when I say insomnia, I'm calling it insomnia because it's not like, oh, I had a rough night. It's like I haven't slept in like 4 days. It's been like 4 days of like really restless. Maybe I got a couple of hours. Like I'm not dead, so obviously like I slept some. But like I've never had it where I've never stayed up all night. That's not me. I'm usually like I'll sleep and I'll wake up and I'll sleep and I'll wake up. But I've had it like where I've been like 5 hours just like trying to fall asleep. But I'm not like that usually. It's just not my problem. My problem, I don't know. Usually it's like the opposite. Depression will keep me sleeping for a long time. So anxiety is now keeping me up. I need a balance between depression and anxiety. I think that's what's like called normal people, I think, but I don't have that. So anywho, hello, welcome. Wipe your shoes off if you're coming into my house. Take your shoes off, grab a tea or a drink or whatever, and come on, sit down, let's hang out. Today we're gonna hang out, I think until 11, because I have a thing to do at 11 o'clock, a fun thing to do, so that'll be good. And so I might leave at like 10:45, but if we're in the middle of something, then I'll just go till 11. But it's nice to see you. I hope you have something to snack on and a drink. I'm drinking Tim Hortons tea. This is Alex's and my way of not going crazy during the lockdown because we can't really go out. And also, we can't really go out at all for a little while because, oh, wait, before I get into all the dramas of the weekend, what are you having to drink? If you're in the chat, let me know what you're having to drink. And if you're eating something, let me know because I love food and I want to hear about it. But in addition, I wanted to invite you to subscribe. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. We do this fairly regularly, twice a week. We do these live streams. I'm switching it up for the foreseeable future. I'm not going to like give a date that this is going to last for. I guess the rest of April, maybe all of May. But I want to do the morning streams again because it gets me out of bed in the morning and I think that will be a good thing. So I think that we'll do Wednesdays and Mondays? What do you think? Mondays and Wednesdays? I was thinking we've been doing Saturdays, but like people use their Saturdays, you know? Like for those of you who are like having to go to work or who work online or whatever, Saturday is like a day off. So I understand not wanting to like come to the live because you might be doing family stuff or outside stuff. So like I think I want to switch off the Saturday and switch it to Monday, Wednesday. That will also give me Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday to finish a video. You know what I mean? I was thinking Monday and Wednesday we do a live stream and then Friday we get the tutorials out, like as a schedule. That way it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday I have content and I get a weekend off. Not really because I need to make a video, but you know what I mean? Like a little bit weekendy, weekend vibes. So who's in the chat this morning? We've got Orbs, Karen, good afternoon from London. Nice to see you. For me, it's 8:10 in the morning. Sorry I was a few minutes late. I was here, but I was in the middle of a YouTube video and I didn't want to finish it later because it was only had like a minute and a half left. Dina's here too. Good morning, Dina. Alcy, good morning. Beth, hello, good morning. Nice to see you. Melanie, good morning. Who else is here? Oh, Candice, of course. I saw you because I was like, great, we're both insomniacs. Hold on, AJ's here too. Hi, AJ, and Chloe's here, and Maggie, hello. Did I miss anybody? Nancy's here. Mondays and Wednesdays work for me. Awesome, thanks, Nancy. And Candice, thank you so much. Getting a cup of tea as soon as me and the toddler get out of bed. Oh, that sounds lovely. Toddler cuddles when you wake up. That's the vibe I get from Thunder in the morning. Toddler cuddles. Hi, goddess. Ooh, hello. Yes, please. That's what Alex calls when he wants something. It also gets me out of bed when you do them. Yes, please. Those are my days off. Okay, cool, Melanie. Awesome. I think it's a good idea. Coffee for me. That's good. Good old water and banana, Melanie says. Trying to get out of bed. You can do it, Maggie. I believe in you. Yeah, this weekend's been rough. I think it's honestly just because my anxiety is up. It's not like, I don't think I'm going into an insomnia stage of my life or anything. Please excuse my hair. I showered before bed, which means there's nothing to be done. This is just what it looks like. Hey there, Oracle. Hey there, kitty cat. So, yeah, this weekend was stressful. A close family member got COVID. In my family. And it was stressful because I dropped something, like I didn't interact. I put myself in a risk. I didn't know I was in a risky situation. They had gotten a negative COVID test already because somebody at their work had COVID, or somebody at their work's family member had COVID, and then they went and got tests. Everybody got tested at their work. They got a negative test. And then I briefly, like I dropped something off. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't hanging out in that location or anything. I just dropped something off. But still, there was like a 30-second talking time. I was in a mask and I was outside of their house. They were not wearing a mask, but they were inside their house. But I was 6 feet away from someone who tested negative, but then a few days later tested positive. So there is a close family member now. I can't visit my grandpa because all of us in the family, because if one person in the family visits that person, our whole family is like waiting for 2 weeks now, basically, to do anything, which is fine because I don't have anywhere I need to be. I order my groceries in now, so it's fine. Hey, Hamden, nice to see you. Long time no see. So it's just, I don't have it, obviously. It's been a full week since, like, last Sunday is when I was exposed. I say exposed, like, when I talked to my sister about it, she was like, it's, like, you're fine. You're definitely not going to get it. Don't be too dramatic about it, because I was wearing a mask. I hand sanitized when I got back in the car. The only thing that happened was a handoff. Like, I handed them something, and then I backed away. So we weren't, like, talking. And they were inside of their house behind a screen door right after it. Like, there was no contact. It's not like I hung out with someone who was sick. So I am very unlikely to have any issues. It's already been a full week with 0 things going on for me. So I don't think I have it. It's not like I'm worried that way. That's not where my anxiety is. It's that family member has interacted with other family members and also has been out, like, I just don't feel great about it. So I'm nervous. So I didn't go visit my grandpa yesterday because I don't want to get it from him, and I don't want to give it to him, either or, because my grandpa's been vaccinated the first time. That doesn't mean you can't get it. Also anxiety, but then it was good news. My parents both got their first vaccine yesterday, which is awesome. They sent me photos, and like my mom and dad, like my mom looks like she's crying. Like, she's so happy in the photo she sent me. So my mom and dad got their first dose of the vaccine, both of them, which is awesome. When my mom texted me, we're getting it tomorrow. She's texted me on Saturday. I cried. I'm not gonna lie. In my head, I was just like, I'm so ready to not be afraid to hurt my parents. I'm so ready to give my mom a hug and not later worry if I'm the reason that she could go into the hospital. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be in any way related to making my family sick, because that's like my anxiety manifests in me being the cause of death for the people I love. So like, COVID's not great for my anxiety, because that's literally what my fear is. Like, I'll get in a fight with someone and then they'll kill themselves, like, or unalive themselves. Sorry, please don't demonetize me, world. But anyway, it's like, that's what my regular fear is. If I get in a fight with someone, I worry that that's the last time I'm going to see them, and that's the reason why I won't see them again. And, like, I already have that, like, ick in my soul of worrying about that. My anxiety is much more manageable now. I don't really get those, like, intrusive thoughts about people in my life unaliving themselves. That used to be, like, a thing. I would, like, consistently worry about everyone I love unaliving themselves. But now it flares here and there because of COVID. Like, I don't want to see my parents because I don't want to be the reason that they're hurting, right? But now they're both first vaccinated. Our first vaccines are done, which is amazing. And that means that, like, if my parents are, then I'm guessing that the other my parents' aged family members in my family should be eligible as well. Like, it's postal code based and my parents are out in the country. There could be, like, overlap. But if that's the case, that means my uncle and aunt can get vaccinated. My other uncle and aunt can get vaccinated. Like, I don't have to fear the death of my whole family right now. It's, like, a good feeling. But also, I have the other heightened anxiety side of, I do have a close family member that's now been positive and is having a rough time with it. Like, it's not going well so far. Obviously, I'm trying to stay positive about it, and I'm not trying to, like, dwell and, like, worry about all the things that could happen, but they're not, the person is not doing great. Like, they're not hospitalized or anything, but, like, they're not doing great. So, that's scary. And it's scary because it's, like, you know, it's scary. It obviously is scary, but it's really, like, it makes me feel such peace, and, like, I cried, like, relief tears. Like, I didn't cry, but, like, while I was reading the text, it was, like, just little streaming tears, because I was just, like, thank God, just thank God that there is this. I miss my mom and dad so much, and I still see them. I see them with a mask on at a distance, but I see them, and there's, like, this little tiny bit of electricity between us. Do you know what I mean? When you see someone now, there's this little vibration between your two auras. Obviously, like, I'm not, like, into all of the astrology things, so, like, don't come for me with your, like, that's not medical. But, like, when you're near someone, there's a vibration between you. You can feel that. And with COVID, there's a pane of glass in between it, so it just feels so wrong. I'll be with my mom and I'm not quite with my mom because I can't just brush up against her with my shoulder. I can't just come over really close to her face and look at what she's doing. I can't, you know what I mean? I can't jokingly, like, push my dad. My dad can't hug me and pick me up. Like, it's like, we can't do the little things that matter to my heart, the ways that I feel the most love from my parents and the way that I show them that I love them. Obviously, we still show that we love with food and with time spent, but it's not the same. I need a really good mom hug where I don't have some thought in the back of my head that I'm going to be the reason my mom is unalived. like I would love to just have a really good mom hug, like, with no fear in it. Oh, my mom gives the best hugs. Like, you know, like a back rub hug, you know, a mom hug. It's not just like this. It's like that kind of hug, you know? Ooh, I'm ready for a good hug. A good hug where I'm not holding my breath. Literally, when I hug my mom, we both go, like, for a hug. Like, maybe that's dramatic. It's kind of become kind of a joke. Like, okay, time to hug goodbye. Like, that was what we were doing. We were wearing a mask and we weren't touching the whole time we hang out, but that kind of thing. I'm just basically very excited about that. I'm just very excited. It's not the same, Candies. Having a plastic bag, I need the actual hug. I need the real, true mom hug. I need the mom hug after you break up with a boyfriend, you know? Like, I really need, like, that. And I don't have anything really bad. I just need it, though. I just need a really, like, Alex is a great hugger. It's not the same. Only hugging one person in that, like, comforting way. I need my mom hug. It's a huge relief when your parents get it. Both parents and in-laws are fully vaccinated. That's awesome, Chloe. I'm very happy for that. Just saw there was a live. Yes, Frida, I've decided Mondays and Wednesdays now. Sorry. I wish I could have a mom hug too. At least you have a better chance of it. Sucks. I'm sorry, Candace. I'll give my mama 2 hugs. One for you and one for me. Time to get the human side's garbage bag back out. Hug inside the bubble. What is Thunder doing? He's crying at my feet because he knows I'm talking to someone and he wants attention. I don't have any food for you. You've already eaten. You've been outside. The chicks are now out of your space. You have your full bed area back. I don't know what you want from me. I'm sitting in a way that makes it weird for you to sit with me. Ugh, just come on. I'll catch you. Come on, up, up, jump, jump. I'll catch you. Jump, 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 jump. Up, 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 up. Oh my gosh. I know you know how. You're such a fraud. He's such a false advertiser. Okay, so one of my cousins got it last year and had no symptoms at all. She recovered fine. My uncle. Yeah, see, Beth, that's what scares me, is we've no idea what will happen. It's like, I hope it all works out fine, but like our hospitals are full, so I don't know, it scares me. Karen, good morning, Karen. Lukowitz. I like that. It's got a lot of like fun letters. I bet that looks really pretty in writing, in like cursive. Sorry, I just want to write your name to see what Lukowitz. I don't know that I like K's, but I love L's. Does anyone else do that? When you see a word you like, you want to write it out in cursive? Okay. Lewkwitz. Okay, now let's see. Really? The only time I want to just write something down on a Tim Hortons paper bag, my pen runs out. Sorry, Karen Lukowitz, if you're like, this girl's freaking me out, why is she writing my name? It's because I need to. Frida looks horrible in cursive. I like F. F is pretty. False advertising worked for the cat. Why not the dog? Rude. Who in your family got it, Laura? I'm not telling you. Not because I think it's a secret, but because I don't know. I don't know, like, you know what I mean? I don't know whose privacy I'm allowed to invade, so I'm not going to tell you who. But I love you guys, so I wanted to tell you that it happened. Lukowitz. Yeah, Lukowitz is pretty. I don't like K's, though. In cursive, I don't ever make my K's look pretty. Like, capital K's never work. Like, my mom's name is Karen, also Karen. And I've tried writing Karen to be pretty, like, but I don't make pretty K's. K's, I also wrote it. Can confirm, very pretty. Yeah, but I need to get better at my K's, I think. Feeling dissed right now. Well, let me see. Oh, because Candy's got it. But at least you have the M, and you have 2 T's and 2 L's. An M is beautiful. I don't like cursive Z. Let me see cursive Z. I like cursive little z. I don't like cursive capital Z. I have, like, you know, lots of feelings. Yeah, wait, we have 2 Karens today then. So Karen, no, I think we have 3 Karens. I thought I saw another Karen at the beginning, earlier in here. Is there another Karen today? I think we have Orbs, which is a Karen, and then we have Karen, who's a Karen. Good morning. Love the sweater. Thank you, Karen. Hope this morning's live will be positive, help boost our energy and immune system. Well, I would love to be a really positive person in your life. I do have some really bad news, though. Alex and I actually had a funeral yesterday. I mean, it wasn't like a full human funeral because it wasn't for a human, but we did have to dig a grave, and we ended up making a beautiful rock garden, rock and moss, and we planted a few plants over the grave. We had a completely shocking death on the farm. No, we have not got CJ back yet. He is still currently with the taxidermist, but then I have to explain that whole story, so just don't worry about it. My cat is still with the taxidermist. We will be getting him back in soon. I don't know. They haven't messaged me. That's actually, thank you for reminding me, Oracle. I have to actually text him because I'm supposed to pick up the TMI, but I'm supposed to pick up CJ's remains so we can bury them before I get his mounted skull back. Call taxidermist. Okay, I'm not a complete freak, don't worry. I am a little bit of a freak, but like, I'm not like a psychopath. I just want to have my cat's skull. It's just a thing. Anyway, though, we had a random, gotta get to class. Have a good day, Maggie. I hope that your class goes well. Oracle, handwriting has nothing to do with writing creativity. That's a fact, because I have no creative writing skills, and I can handwrite in cursive pretty well, I think. Try to come back when I'm done. Sounds good. Better not be Poppy. It's not Poppy. It was MJ. We lost MJ this weekend. So I'm not going to, like, focus on it this whole stream, but I do want to talk about it because it was completely out of nowhere. Okay, so what happened was she passed away on Saturday morning. On Friday, it was lovely outside. All the birds were outside. Everybody was having a great day. Everybody ate normally. Nobody was acting weird. And then, oh, good, Frida. I'm glad your parents are vaccinated. That's awesome. That's a really good news. So out of nowhere, so Friday, everything's fine. Nothing is amiss. No weird behavior. Nothing. Saturday morning, Alex let the chickens out, and he said MJ is in the coop still. Like, just. And I was like, okay. And he was, she's fine. Like, I didn't know this till after I found her dead. But he told me that she was in the coop in the morning when he let all the chickens out, and she didn't get out. She got up and like looked around and stuff, but she just ended up staying in the coop. So he was like, whatever. Sometimes they do that if they're going to lay an egg early, or if it's cold out, or whatever. But then when I went out to hang out with the chickens, I went out to like feed them and talk to them and stuff, maybe around 10 a.m. And Alex let them out at 7 a.m. So in 3 hours, she went from fine and alive to fully dead. Like, I didn't find her alive. She was dead and cold and stiff by the time I found her. So in 3 hours, so she must have been just on the brink of death, that's my guess, when Alex saw her, because within 3 hours, like, she must have died very soon after Alex saw her, because by the time I found her at 10, she was stiff and cold. So I inspected her whole self. Obviously, like, first things first, I thought, oh no, like, something killed her. We have to find the hole in the coop. Something got to her. But I checked everywhere on her. She had no wounds. She had a crop full of food still. And what happened, I figured out what happened. Or at least, I'm pretty sure I figured out what happened. So her vent, which is the back end of a chicken where the egg comes out, it looks like an egg broke inside of her, and then while she was pushing the egg out, she has parts of her inside were a little bit outside. Not like a graphic way, like if you do, if you search, don't search it, but if you were to look up like prolapsed vent, it wasn't a prolapsed vent, it was like a little bit prolapsed. Like it wouldn't have worried me if she was alive. Like if I saw that on a bird that was alive, I would have been like, that bird just pooped or laid an egg. Like it wasn't like very graphic looking, it just was like a little bit inflamed looking. But there was egg yolk on her legs, and like her feathers near her legs were like egg yolk or egg white, like, you know, dried egg white, like gelled, it looked like, but there was clear egg yolk on her legs. So and on the back end, it's not like she got egg yolk on her, it was hers. So what I'm obviously, like, without an autopsy or a vet intervention right now, I'm not going to know for sure, but based on some of the research I've done, that seems to be a thing that can happen. It can also happen if there's not enough calcium in their diet. The egg can be not strong enough and has a chance of breaking while in the chicken. So from what I understand, this happened at some point overnight, likely, or first thing, like dawn, if she like jumped off of her perch and her egg was in the wrong spot and it broke inside her, or if it wasn't strong enough and when she was pushing it out, it broke. I don't know what happened. But she did not suffer long, if at all, because she was fine on Friday. Fine, perfectly fine, screaming like her normal self. And on Saturday morning, she was just fully dead by 10 o'clock. So what I did, in case it had anything to do with the calcium, which, like, chickens are very fragile creatures. Even though they can eat anything, it's very easy to kill a chicken. Like, you can, it's like sheep. They just will die. So I'm sad because she's our only barred rock hen. She was very unique. Everybody loves her. Like MJ, we named her MJ after the plant that has the same letters, because she looked so weird and trippy, and Alex said she looks trippy, we should call her Pot, essentially. And I was like, because we're naming all our chickens after plants, and I was like, could we not call her the whole name and like married? And then he said, okay, how about MJ? And we had her since she was 5 months old, so she wasn't even laying eggs yet. She only started laying eggs this spring, or early spring, like late winter she started laying. So it could have just been it could have been just freak accident. I don't know. Well, it was obviously freak accident, because if it was the regular accident, I would have intervened if I could have, right? Oracle, no, it wasn't the same chicken. That was Poppy who laid that big, huge... No, that was Diane who laid the big, huge egg. Poppy laid one yesterday, a double yolked egg. Huge. Have you hatched any of hers? No. That's the other thing that made me really sad about it, Candace. I didn't think I needed to, because MJ's mean. Like, she was a mean chicken. She bullied all the other hens. I had no intention of having more than one MJ running around, but I didn't want her to not be around, you know? I still wanted her to be mean and bossy and cute outside. But no, I didn't think to collect her eggs for incubation, because I don't, like, her personality is not good. I love her. I would not change anything about the way that she behaves or screams or like attacks the other two. I think she's hilarious. But for future generations of chicken, since I can't determine a rooster from a hen via the egg, I didn't want to risk making a really mean rooster. And also, I didn't really want doubles of her. I just liked her as a singular. It's like Poppy. I love Poppy. I don't want any other birds like her, but I love her, you know? So no, I didn't hatch any out. So yesterday, Alex and we kept her for all of Saturday. We were going to dig a hole, and then it rained. So on Sunday, it was cloudy all day. We spent the whole day outside doing landscape stuff. And we dug a big, deep hole, and then buried MJ, and we buried the chicks that didn't hatch. So all of the unhatched eggs. We buried all of the chicks that hatched, the 3 chicks that hatched in the 2 different litters of chicks that hatched and died. And then the 1 baby that died after a day. We buried them all together in a really beautiful spot in our moss garden. Last year, I went to the forest multiple times and just collected like pads of moss and stuck them all over this shady area of our yard. And now we have this like rock garden that's like all covered in moss. So we put a big heavy rock on top because we have coyotes and foxes, and I really don't want to see like MJ dead and torn apart. So we buried her really deep, and then we put a rock on top of her. And then I put a whole bunch of rocks, like a pile of rocks, and then I put moss in between all of the rocks, so it looks like it's been there forever, but it's really beautiful. It's a really beautiful space. And then we picked the spot that we're going to bury CJ in that same sort of cove. So it's going to be our animal cemetery, essentially. We found a spot of our backyard that's like really pretty, and I want to do like a little table set in there, like chairs, so that we want to spend time in there, and then that'll be like our let's sit and talk about our pets type space. Well, you got to have her for a while. Yeah, we got to have her almost a year, so it sucks because she could have lived for 10 years if that hadn't happened to her. And also, I didn't even get to, like, I love collecting their eggs because it's exciting, and I can't even be sure what eggs are hers because she has laid so few. Like, I don't know for sure the color. But yeah, we did lose MJ, so that was sad. Benefit, she was not killed by a predator. She was not sick for a long time, or like she didn't deteriorate. She just like died. So as far as chicken deaths, probably she had the best one. She went to where she goes to sleep and died, as opposed to having her head cut off by a human, or being ripped apart by a coyote, or being taken away by a bird, or dying in a weird accident. Like she didn't have, I don't know if you'd be comfortable with it, but I'm sure we'd all love to see the moss garden on Patreon. Melanie, I will take a picture of it. It's cloud. I can take a picture of it today. I'll show you it. Absolutely. It's a really beautiful garden. I think so. Obviously, like, I told my grandpa about it, and he was like, you know how many years we spent trying to get moss out of our yard? We put grass seed every year and try to dig out the moss, and now we have a perfect yard, and you're putting moss in your garden. I'm like, yeah, I am. I want it to look like Scotland, but I want it to also look like it's ruins, but I also want it to look like an old farm. So, yep, I want my moss garden. Hey there, V. So, I have a moss garden with rocks. Oh, Laura, some of us on Discord were thinking of organizing a Discord crochet along call. That sounds like fun. Might be easier to do it on Zoom. It's pretty depressing looking outside, rather dreary and misty. Candace, it totally is. Yesterday it was the same, but it was awesome for me because it was just cool enough for me to work in a sweater and pants and be comfortable working all day. You should see what Alex and I got done. Yeah, Zoom would be much better. Discord's very laggy. Discord's also like, if you understand it, you can navigate it, but I don't consider it easy to navigate. Like, once you're using it, you can figure it all out, but if you just join Discord, it's not clear how to use the system, I feel like. Sounds beautiful. Rebecca, it really is. I like it a lot. But moss in the lawn is no fun, but a stony patch is lovely. But I like moss in the lawn. I like moss and clovers as my lawn. I very much love it. Yes, I've gotten lost in Discord. Okay, cool. Not just me. I've accidentally posted in the wrong thing because when I open Discord, it keeps me in the chat that I was in last, even if I'm thinking like, oh, I assumed it would bring me back up to like the general chat. It doesn't do that. Sunny here in low 80s. Send me some of that, Rebecca. Hey there, Dawn. Good morning. So, yeah, so we did bury her, and it was a nice little thing. And then Alex and I had like a nice little, while we were like filling in the hole, there were a bunch of worms in the dirt, and Alex and I were like, one last worm for MJ. It was very over the rainbow. Put a rainbow there, hun. Oh, that's a nice idea. Oh, to make it like our little pet cemetery. Pet Cemetery has such a creepy sound because of the book Pet Cemetery and the movie Pet Cemetery. So there should be another word for it. How about memorial garden? That's better. The, what's another word for animal? You know, like the animal memorial garden, but animal memorial doesn't feel good in my mouth to say. Animal memorial. Was cussing, hoping nobody would get a notification and join. I've done that before, Melanie, where I was clicking it to see what would happen, but it immediately puts you in. It doesn't go like, are you sure you want to turn on your microphone now? It's just like, you are in a call. Anyone can see now. I've done that several times. Oh, and we also had 5 centimeters of snow yesterday. Ew, no thank you. We have 4 sides of totally different lawn on each side of the house. Different sun gives different stuff, right? The Memorial Zoo. Rainbow Memorial Garden. I did that too, yikes. Okay, cool. Hold on. 4 different sides of lawn, Frida. So, like, your north side has more moss, your east side has more, like, your north side has less of the, like, less of it's melted, probably. And then your south side is, like, all dry grass. Oh, the fallen fauna! I love that, Melanie! I used to have, like, a segment in my channel called Flora and Fauna. Flora, yeah, like Flora and Fauna, except it was Flora and Fauna. And it was, like, me talking about animals and plants. Like, if you search for them, they're on this channel. I don't know that they're worth watching, but I did do research, and I had, like, memorized facts about the things that it was like me trying to do like YouTube videos on stuff. So it was called Flora and Fauna. I like the fallen fauna. I have a desire this summer to make signs for the chicken coop and for areas of our back. Like, you know how people have like live, laugh, love in their kitchen? I want like the fallen fauna, like a sign, and I want like the coop or the hens. You know, like how people have like the release the quacken. Alex and I call the chickens the kraken, because they're monster animals and it's fun. I found you through your foraging videos. They make me so happy. Aww. I'm making a bumblebee cardigan, Laura. It's so cute already. I bet the bumblebee cardigan sounds great. I'm like a diluted bumblebee cardigan. Actually, the north side has the best grass, grows like crazy. The east, just moss. The west, kind of nice, but lots of stinging nettle, and south is kind of yellow. So they live in the crack house. Oh, wait, what? Hold on, what did I say? The kraken. Yes, exactly. They live in the crack house, which is funny because it's also like a crappy looking shed. I found barn paint, which is like, it's called barn red. So it's like the color of a red barn. We're going to paint the shed. We're going to paint the shed red so that it looks like a little barn. We designed the fencing. Well, I designed the fencing and Alex was very supportive of that. So we have that. We brought the chicken tractor to the backyard. Yesterday, while we were working out in the garden, the older chicks were outside all day. It was like 15 to 18 degrees Celsius. Which is fine for them. They can produce their own body heat right now. These guys can't maintain their own body heat yet. They're too small. So they'll just die and freeze if you let them not have a heating lamp. Their heating lamp is, I'll show it to you, just so you know that I'm caring for my chickens properly. You can tell because there's a sleeping chicken right there. That's baby Diana, our little English rose. You seem quite comfy. Your wings are all loose. She's not even holding her wings in tight. She's just like floppy. Look, because it's warm right there. That's a good spot, I think. Anyway, that's the heat lamp right there. And I have a very good MacGyver. This is just a pipe. And then the clamp is tied to the pipe, and the pipe balances on here. That way, there's no way for the heat lamp to fall in, because the length of the pipe is longer than any of the directions. Like, it's longer than this side of the tank, it's longer than this side of the tank, and it's longer than the diagonal, so there's no way for the lamp to accidentally fall in. Like, even if, like, the cat jumped on that... Sorry, guys, sorry, I forgot. Yes, you're very... I'm sorry. Even if the cat, like, jumped on this, it can't fall in, which is important because it's a lamp that gets very hot and they're sitting on flammable wood chips. And that can kill your chicks. It's happened to people in the past. Not me, because I'm new to this, but I don't really want that kind of thing to happen in the present. So that is how I'm keeping them safe. At nighttime, I put a blanket over the whole thing so that it kind of heats up. During the day, I'm not doing that anymore because I'm trying to harden them off. Like they're plants. Beth, they're adorable, aren't they, though? Wait until you see them, like, up close, because they are already getting feathers. I think we've got a couple of girls in this one, which is exciting, because I'm not in the mood to only have roosters. Also, there's a possibility that I was wrong about the number of roosters we have, because currently I'm calling 3 of them the triplets, but really it's like twins and a third sort of similar looking chick. But all of Sunflower's babies. That's why I made this photo for today for the beginning of the stream. If you see, the first chicken here is our rooster, Baby. The second chicken is our silver-laced Wyandotte named Sunflower. Do you see how her feathers kind of look like sunflower seeds? She didn't have any of her back feathers or tail feathers or neck feathers when we got her. She only had feathers, none on her wings either, like the back of her shoulders. She only had feathers on her tummy and her thighs. So her thighs are what I was basing it. I was like, those look like sunflower seeds. Then she filled in all her feathers. Anyway, the baby of those two is this third little baby right there. So dad, mom, baby. Is that not adorable? Lighting your chickens on fire may kill them. Melanie, they should put that on a heat lamp warning. So also, I'll take this second to say thank you so much to all of my patrons. We've had a little bit of transitions over the last couple of days. We've got a couple new patrons. We lost a few patrons. I'm really glad for all of you who are supporting me via Patreon. It really is helpful, and I do really appreciate you guys. But equally as important, look at how majestic my rooster is. Can you see this picture of this rooster? I feel like, hold on, I need to get another image here for you guys to see this rooster. Just hold your horses and just, he's so pretty. He's such a, like, he's so fancy. What a fancy, fancy bird. Where are you? Oh, look at him waddling his waddle in the breeze. Here's, I'm gonna show you this. Look at this. What majesty. This, it was right after he shook his head. Let me shrink the picture down a little so we can all enjoy it. Look at that. Such majesty. I've heard that eating them may result in their death as well. I should hope that eating them would result in their death. That would be crazy if you could eat a chicken and it wouldn't die. Do you see? Oh, also, while you're looking at this picture and listening to me talk, take a second to like the video because it would really help me with the channel. Also, though, let me just tell you a little story. This weekend, I went on a deep dive and read for like 6 hours straight. My ADD just stopped. And I learned all about chicken genetics. So I found out this right here, this beautiful part of his chest that has this pretty speckling. This is a specific trait that you can breed in. The neck being golden, you can breed in. You can, oh God, I basically am gonna play God is what's gonna happen in the future. Here's my beautiful rooster. The end. High helmet. Oh, true. High helmet, by the way. So anyway, my rooster's beautiful. And I love him. And I don't know what I was telling you about, just that that's pretty much it. That the baby is cute. Hope you're feeling better, Goddess. Thank you, Candace. So far, so good. Karen, sorry. Yes, I am feeling better. Sorry, I was looking for a picture of Millicent. And see, I went into the live stream discussion, but that's not where it is. It's with pets and animals because Frida reads the headings. I just post all my stuff wherever I feel like it. I'm so bad with like keeping Discord. Oh, that's just her head. I was like, how is that a whole dog? I thought that was like a dog from, I thought it was like her back rolled away, but now it's just her face. Also, love your flowers. I see some geraniums. My mom would be so proud of you, Frida, because I can't keep my mom's geraniums alive, so there's that. Eye candy. Amazing chickens. I hope all is well. So far, so good. Laura with her chickens. Now, Kith. Laura with her chickens. Now, Kith. Literally. Now, Kith. Were you being the psychopath from the movie where he's like, I really like the Kanye, what is he, who does he, Alex? The guy who goes like, etc. Do you know what I mean? Split, the guy from Split. Hi, Helmet, how are you? It's a meme. Well, I'm an old person, so I don't know that, okay? I do this, and I say things are lit. I'm old. Anyway, Mike Tyson. Now Kith. Saying kiss cutesy. Now kiss. Anywho, how are y'all? Caroline, hello. I'm well, thank you. Drama of my life is that we had a chicken die this weekend, a family member got COVID, my parents got vaccinated, and Alex and I did hours and hours and hours of landscaping. I have to explain what our backyard looks like now because our backyard is amazing. So our house was previously owned by an older couple who had been here for 40 years. So this house is an established home. They hadn't lived here for a year by the time we moved in, but the gardens were like 40 years of living in the same house. So like the gardens were established. I didn't have to put anything in the first year. There's a lot of perennials. So there's a lot of hostas. There's a lot of, what else there are a lot of? There's a lot of hostas, a lot of peonies, a lot of lilies, irises. I'm closing my eyes looking at my backyard, sorry. Some decorative grasses, some of these really pretty, just a lot of flowers. Pink and purple and yellow are like the main colors of this backyard garden. But last year we tore out a whole area of that perennial garden. All of the plants that I took out, I moved to different areas of the yard, and then we made them into vegetable gardens. Yesterday, I transplanted a whole bunch of plants. I found lemon balm, I found chives, and I found mint and strawberries, like wild on our area. So I dug them up, and then people have been living where I live for at least 200 years. No, I mean like specifically in the house. Like this piece of land and property was one couple for 40 years. It's like 40 years of one family living here. So it was perfect for them. You know what I mean? Like by the time you leave a house, you've left it as it was perfect for you. So don't forget to like the video, by the way. Click the like button. So yeah, I moved lemon balm from, there was just a whole bunch of lemon balm growing somewhere in our backyard as like ground cover. So I dug up a few of them and I put them into, I have a garden right by my back door, like a tree where I put the bird feeder, and there's like a garden around it. There didn't used to be, it was just the tree, but I dug a garden around. So, and yes, I mean that too. The house was rebuilt in '92, but the garden is very, very old. That's so cool. That's really cool. Yeah, so I moved lemon balm into my little, I have an herb garden now, like a garden that is going to be specifically for mint and whatever I want to put in that year. But mint is like, I've surrounded the area in big, heavy rocks. The mint will still get underneath them, but it'll be easier for me to maintain, like cutting it back. But yesterday I planted a big rosemary bush. I planted rosemary. I found chives. They grow wild around here, so I just like dug some up and put them in my garden instead. Parts of it used to be a potato field. That's interesting too. Well, that's kind of cool. That means your earth has already been broken up. You know what I mean? Because potatoes are a root vegetable, so there can't be like clay and rocks where you're growing. So they must have like already, you know what I mean? Like that you arrived into it. Nice. All we want is a mojito, and he's like, nom. My dog eats our mint plant. It's so annoying. I got a mojito mint plant. So apparently there's a specific type of mint for mojitos. I have now spearmint, chocolate mint, wild mint, peppermint, and mojito mint. I have 5 types of mint in my mint garden because it smells nice, and when something smells nice, it's convenient for me to buy. So that's what happens. Also, we have wild mint growing, and my mom had the chocolate mint, so I didn't buy those 2. I just dug them up from various places. Chocolate mint. It actually kind of smells like an after 8, or like a thin mint. You know, the chocolatey minty. It's like a chocolatey mint smell. Well, I live in the hills that the ice from the ice age created, so rocks. Yes, yes, yes. Great teas. Yes, that's my plan, Karen, is to grow a actual, excuse the language, shit ton of mint this year to cover myself for all of winter, because I drink mint tea in the winter a lot. I need to get that for my mom. You should. It's nice. And it's also nice to just like touch it and then be like, so minty. So in that mint garden, it's like a circle. I planted all the different kinds of mint, and then I surrounded the little mint plants in my pretty stones. So like you guys already know, like I just have stones around me most of the time. I'm not a full-on witch or anything. I just, when I find a pretty stone, they're just around. Like there's just stones on my tables. There's like bits of things. I like to keep pretty things near me. So people come in here and they think I'm a crazy person probably, but I like rocks. I think they're nice. Here are 3 rocks that I like to have near me for no reason. Like it's not like they mean anything specifically. I just sometimes if I'm bored, I'll like pick it up and have a look at it. Like this one's all fossils. It's pretty cool, isn't it? It's got clay in it. So much to inspect. And then there's this one, which is like a beautiful crystal. It's like shiny. Can you see the shine? And then it's like rough on the grain. And then it's shiny again on the flat side. It's got almost a pink hue to it. Yeah, there's the shine you can see. So pretty. And then this one is like a fossil stone that, come on. Come on. It's like a fossil stone that got beach washed. So see, there's little clams in there. Isn't that cool? And I just find these on my walks, you know what I mean? Like when I'm walking out in the field or out in the forest, I'll find things. And like this one, I was like, you can see time. Look, here's the first clock. There's the first clock that ever was. This clock was here before any human clock was involved. I'll explain what I mean. See these layers? This is from one time. This is from a different time. This is from a different time. So this is like a million years. This is a million-year clock right here. So I think that's so cool, and I like just having them around. And I just like keeping little bits of rocks around, because sometimes, like, you know, sometimes you just want to, like, break a rock. I don't know. Maybe not you guys, but, you know, I do. I used to collect granite stones as a kid. I collect all the granite stones. I have been doing that for, okay, let me just, every time I go to the field, we live right next to a field that is plowed and they plant in it. But every time that they plow and then it rains, a million rocks just show up. And sometimes they're really beautiful rocks. So I use them for literally whatever I feel like. But there's often, like this one is just in the water dish of the baby chicks. Come on, focus. But it's just like pretty, crystally looking. It's like, there's a lot of quartz here, and quartz granite type. I don't know if it's granite. I'm going to be honest. I don't know my stones very well. I know like metamorphic, igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic. So I know that. But anyway, I don't know like specific names of them, but I collect stones like kind of in like a crazy person way, like looking around now, actually kind of a bit of a crazy person way for like an adult woman. But like, I don't feel bad about it. It's fine with me. You'll achieve full witch status one day. I believe in you. Thanks, Chloe. Hopefully. Maybe if I can grow enough herbs and like hang them from my ceiling, that's like the goal, is for at least one of my rooms to look like an apothecary. Like, just all of my jars of things. I want to have, like, my witching room. I would like it to be this room because I want it to be in front of me all the time because I like that. But, you know, if I can do it in a bedroom, that's fine too. But anyway, so I've been collecting all these rocks, right? I don't know if anyway is the right word because I don't know if I was talking about something else. My brain is recently turned on, so, like, it turned on only a couple hours ago. So actually, I woke up at 6, I'm going to be honest. Well, actually, I was already up when my alarm woke me up. I was staring at the ceiling and looking out the window and being like, it's still dark. That means I shouldn't get up yet. But anyway, now that I live close to the ocean, there's not as many rocks and stones to find. Yeah, they get all rubbed together and turn into sand. But do you get some shark's teeth? That'd be cool. That's what we used to do when we went to Myrtle Beach when I was a kid. We would walk the beach and find all the shark's teeth. Or find a few anyway. Did you knit it yourself? Josie, hi, pretty eyes, nice to see you. I did, it's not knitted, it's crocheted, but I did make it myself. We've got that basket weave texture for the cuff, and then half double crochets for the stripes, and this is stripes of 2 stripes. But yes, I did. I've posted a photo of my Witchy Dark Academia shelf on my desk. Ooh, let me see your Witchy Dark Academia shelf. Ooh, is there any skulls there? Beautiful crystals. Oh, I like your jars of things. I have that jar, the jar in the back. I actually have those, the first 2 jars that you have, the little jar I have. Look, I'm going to show it to you. You're going to be like, wow, we're twins. I'll show you I'll show you we have the same jars. Oh my god, yours have different things in them, but like, they are the same jars. Look, here's my jar that I have not tended to in over a year. You see the grass and stuff growing in there? It's just packed in. So there's jar number 1 and jar number 2, see? This one is where I keep my heartleaf fern. I have not watered this in at least 6 months because there is enough water in there when it's closed. But isn't that cute, my little heart-shaped fern? Anyway, Oracle and I have some witchy connection, allegedly. Apparently, not allegedly. Apparently. I'm going to be right back because I really have to pee because I started drinking my tea well before the stream, which wasn't great for us. BRB. Just hold the phone and I'll be right back. I'm going to put it on mute just in case Alex like yells some profanities. Unlikely. But you can just watch Thunder and the Chicks. BRB. Sorry, I just looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, this is not as cute as it feels. It's hella comfy, but these pants, they accentuate, you know, this spot right here, like where your underwear cuts in if you've got thick thighs. I feel like it accentuates that spot. Or maybe my body just accentuates that spot now. Literature and physical. Ooh. I didn't, but I always wanted to make a book. You definitely should make a book. That's fun. I had a fun time making a book. I'm going to make my wedding invitations, I decided, like the paper for them. And I think I'm going to make the paper seed paper because I think that would be so fun. You cut. You cut what? Frida tried. I tried, but I'm wearing a mask, so it's hard. What happened? I'm on the train and some little boy is following me and I'm honestly a little creeped out. Does anyone else see him? Caroline? Are you the only one that sees the little boy? Sorry, my knee can't fit under the table at that height. You want to come sit with me again? Okay, so I'm going to knit while we talk because I haven't knit anything in like this long. I haven't done any work since we were together last. I was saying you cute girl. Oh, thank you. Thanks. Thanks, I got it from my mama. Actually, I look way more like my dad, but that's neither here nor there. Anywho, what was I talking about? I don't remember. Rocks. Oh, right, my rock garden. So I collected a bunch of my pretty rocks, and around, I was talking about the mint. Wow, that derailed so hard. I am such an off-the-rails person, honestly. So, like I was saying, Laura, there's a Grimm's fairy tale book on that shelf from the 1850s? Wow, that's... How many people have read that book? 1850s? Can you imagine? There was someone in 1850 reading those stories to their kid. That's so cool. And a zoology book from the same time. Oh, I would love to see a zoology book from that oldness. That's gotta be inaccurate in all of the coolest ways. I love that stuff when people are like, because we're sure that we're right about science right now, you know, but they were sure they were right about it then. I'm excited. I hope so, because I don't need schizophrenia added to my list of diagnosis. Oh, what happened? Oh, yeah. No. Or I was thinking haunting, but sure. Haunting is probably just manifested mental illness, right? My granddad hoarded stuff that probably belonged to his own grandfather. That's so cool. You should keep that as truth now. It did belong to his grandfather. That way you can, if you ever have kids and you're reading them stories, or nephews and nieces or children that you care about, you can be like, this has been in our family for generations. You know? You have to turn raspy and old when you have kids, I guess. This has been for many years. It's been 87 years. Okay, anywho. Rock garden, pineapple mint. So I planted mint, all of the kinds of mint. I planted that weird plant that none of you could identify, but my mom said it's edible and is also a house plant. I planted it outside. I also planted a bunch of the lemon balm because it spreads so easily, so I figure we'll just fill out that whole garden. I planted lemon balm in there. I planted a big rosemary bush. Not big, but like it was $10, so it was big enough. And mint, rosemary. There's already thyme and sage from last year that survived. Oh, and chamomile. I planted a few chamomiles in there. But after I planted everything into that round garden, the round garden is about, like, if you were to do that with your arms in like a circle, it's about that big, but like a whole circle. So in that space, there's all those plants, but also after I planted everything, I took all my pretty rocks, like my littler ones, things about that size, and I surrounded every one of the plants with rocks, and it would be pretty, and I hope it stays pretty. And also I was thinking of filling in all the space that is not got plants in it, like anywhere that's just dirt right now, just putting rocks on there to try and prevent weeds from coming up. Pretty rocks, like not dumping gravel. Holy cow, saw your mom's list of plants available. Does she ever sleep? Probably not. She probably does not ever sleep. I'm pretty excited. I am going to be getting a couple of plants from her from when her garden sale happens. That's where I'll go for my tomatoes. But Candy's, she has elephant ear plants. She has like wild fern plants. They're not wild. They're obviously she grew them, but I mean like they're big, wild looking fern plants for outside. She has, yeah, my mom's a farmer, for those of you that are like, huh? My mom and dad own a farm, and it's an apple and pear, and it's four main crops. Apples, a variety of them, pears, a variety of them, Concord grapes, like the ones for Welch's grape juice, and then wine grapes. Multiple types of wine grapes. I don't know them all, but there's like yellow ones and red ones, and or green. Maybe they're green. They look yellow to me. But anyway, that's what their farm is. But neither my parents are like, that's not at all their thing. Like, yes, they do it and they're good at it now, and the farm looks great now. When they got it, it was like not the same. But yeah, my mom's passion is like growing food crops. That's like what she does for fun, and growing flowers, like different varieties. Like she likes doing that. So yes, they have all of those crops, but their goals with those crops is more like get rid of them, like find a buyer to buy all the crop, as opposed to trying to sell apples. They don't want to deal with it. It's better to just get another farm to come pick up all of their fruit. I don't know if that's what they're going to do this year, but that's what like felt like it was more feasible. And that way my dad took their tractor and dug my mom like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14 gardens, and the 14 gardens are each like 30 feet by, let's see, probably like 10 dads, so maybe 60 feet, 30 feet by maybe 60 feet. So they're big gardens, maybe even 80 feet. I don't know how long 80 feet or 60 feet is. I think it's probably about 10 dads long, so I would say 60 feet. And that is a lot of garden space. So she's growing many varieties of tomatoes. You know, last year, at the end of the year, she said, I'm not growing 30 types of tomatoes this year. I am just going to grow the ones that people bought a lot of. Like, people really like having Roma tomatoes for their sauce, and they like beef steak for slicing, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just going to do the kinds that I know I will be happy to have. And then she still plants. She has all the seeds from all the 30 varieties from last year. Like, my mom is like me, when she really likes something, she really likes something. So like, she likes plants. So she just started a million plants. Like, they have a greenhouse that is 100 feet by 60 feet, I think. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. It's big. And it's completely full of just like flats and skids of flats of baby plants. It's amazing. What a great system of measurement. 10 dads long. Well, you know how long your dad is, you know? If he laid out sideways, how many of them could I stack? I feel like it's a good measurement. I don't know feet, but I know how I can visualize how long a dad is, okay? In relation to the garden. Like, you could say like it's one transport truck long, but you would never see a transport truck next to that garden. I see my dad next to the gardens all the time, so I can, you know? It's like when you see those see pictures where people like do the sleuthing, and they're like, they figure out exactly how big something is just by like the other things in the picture. So like 20 dads by 10 dads. I'm gonna say it's probably 20 dads by 20 dads by 6 dads. I don't think it's quite 10 dads wide. But it's a big greenhouse. It's like 3 dads high. So it's a good size. The zoology book's from 1877. I would love, love, love Oracle if you could take just a couple of pictures of inside that book and post them on Instagram, on Discord. Wow. Get your social media straight, Laura. Join my Patreon, $2 a month, and you get access to all of my bullet journal spreads. Sorry, patrons. Thank you for being so patient with me. This week, you're going to get a few spreads because I've been drawing. I just haven't been posting. So you're going to get a few more spreads. Also, I've decided I'm going to export them as PDFs so that you can print them out. Because right now, I've just been uploading them as JPEGs, but I think I'm going to have a folder for you guys to go to that it'll be like maybe a Google Docs folder or something where there will be a bunch of Photoshop what are they called? No, not Photoshop documents. What did I just say? PDFs, so that you can print them off if you want. Gotta go, everyone. Have a nice day. Bye, Beth. Have a good rest of your day. Oh, goodness. I thought the live wasn't till Wednesday. Hello. The live wasn't till Wednesday, but then I didn't do Saturday's live because I had a panic attack on Saturday, or on Friday, and then I didn't sleep at all, like Friday night, and then Saturday there was drama. It was just not a day for streaming. I have the hexagon pullover instructions just open on my computer. Oh, cool. Yeah, well, most people aren't going to print it, probably, but I figure, like, a PDF is probably better quality than my JPEGs, so I think that that's something that I'm going to spend a little time doing. Actually, it started as a joke, but the measurement of dads is easier for me than feet and inches. Right? Like, true. You can see it better, right? 10 dads. You could picture your dad stacked on top of himself 10 times. Like, if someone said, wow, I built a snowman, it was 3 dads tall, you'd be like, that's a lot of snowman. Whereas if someone said, I built a snowman, it was, what's 6 times 3? Wow. 18 feet? Did I do that right? 18 feet tall? What's 18 feet look like? I don't know. 18 feet is such a random number, but 3 dads? I could do that. Banana for scale. Banana! Exactly. And, oh goodness, I thought, so Sid, you didn't miss, well, actually you missed a lot, I'm gonna be honest. Some things happened. So, update, we lost a chicken this weekend, and by lost, I mean a chicken died. We had our first chicken death. Our first adult chicken has died, which has not happened for us, so it was really overwhelming, and we didn't know what to do. And then we laughed at ourselves later, because we were like, when a chicken dies, like, on a normal farm, you'd be like, oh, food, like, we have a chicken now for dinner. Not when it's your pet. I don't know how big my dad is. I don't know how big an inch is. I know how big my dad is. I don't know how big an inch is. Exactly. But we lost MJ. She died suddenly and in her coop, and she was fine the night before. We don't know what happened for sure, but it looks like she had an egg crack or break inside of her, and she couldn't get it out. So she had a slightly prolapsed vent, and she had egg yolk on her legs, and she was dead. So that is how I came to that conclusion. Those were the evidence pieces that I had, and the bird was, she had no wounds on her. She didn't have any parasites. First of all, no parasites. I looked through her feathers because she was not moving. No mites. MJ was in perfect parasite-free health. Like, for chicken, that's pretty good, especially in the wetness of spring. All of the leghorns get mites, which is the white chickens, and I have to, like, give them baths and dust them and stuff, which is, like, a whole thing. Not MJ, never Diane. They are always just clean birds. Rip, little birdie. Yeah, thanks. Alex and I gave her a proper funeral with a nice big hole, and then we covered it up with nice rocks and moss and made a pretty little garden around her grave. So we're going to have a little area of our backyard that will be for our pets. And that was the main drama. The second drama is a close family member got COVID, and I could have been exposed. I'm not going to say I was exposed, but I could have been. Like, there is a chance that I was exposed. It's just unclear. But I didn't get it, but, like, it's still scary because, you know. Lovely way to mourn her passing. I think so. We're going to have a little garden, and I love what Melanie came up with, Fallen Fauna. That is what it's going to be called, the memorial garden for fallen fauna. And I want to make a little sign. I want to make a sign for anything. If any of you guys are sign making people, like if you do burning of signs and you like want to send me something because you're bored, not because I don't want to buy anything. I'll just make it myself if I get bored enough. But if you are like somebody who likes to make like things and send them to people, wow, that sounds so grabby. Just take this with the energy that I'm trying to send it with. I'm not trying to be like gimme gimme. Just know that with the energy I'm coming from. But I want to put up signs around our backyard. Like I want to put up signs for our wedding. I want to put up signs on the coop that say all kinds of things, like the coop, you know, like wooden signs to make it look like a farm. Basically, I want like the live, laugh, love, but of my backyard. I don't want it in my house. I want live, laugh, love in my backyard. I've seen a plethora of photos into the chat. Oh, I've sent. Let me have a look then. For those of you that are like, what chat? We have a Discord server for the Last Minute Laura. Oh my goodness. Animal life in its lower forms. That's so funny. Amoeba. Sorry, I'm just laughing at the... Wow, they knew a good amount though. Looks pretty nice. They knew about cells already. That's good. Was there even bacteria in the 18-somethings? There was, but you know what I mean. Anyway, Discord is a it's a chat room server like Reddit or MSN Messenger, and we can all chat together in there off stream time and during stream time. So if during the stream you're like, this is what I'm working on, you can put a picture in the Discord, and then during the stream I can click on it and see what you're working on and talk about it. Along with the Discord, you get access to all my patterns. It's $2 on Patreon. So the link is in the description. Join my Patreon if you'd like. It supports the channel, which is great. And also you do get something. Not that it's not supposed to be an exchange though. It's not like you're paying for Discord. It's like you're supporting the channel and you can come join Discord. I was reading on it. It's not supposed to be like you're buying a thing. It's like you're paying a subscription fee of $2. So $2 a month, price of a coffee, but it adds up for me because there's a lot of you. So if a lot of you each give $2, it funds the channel, right? Even though individually $2 is not like life-changing. Damn, I keep getting bounced off. I'm sorry, Dawn, that's weird. I am not doing that, just so you know. If you do get bounced off or if there's any lag or anything, just refresh your page. It usually fixes whatever the issue is. YouTube sometimes just has a glitch going. Anyway, yeah, so we did a nice garden for MJ, and I want to do signs everywhere this summer, like in our backyard. I want to make it like adorable forest vibes. Also, since that rock garden, my herb garden is all like surrounded with rocks to make it pretty, I think that I might make it a fairy garden, because why not, you know? I might as well just add more stones and then maybe a little fairy house just to be cute. Because Alex said he wants to get those solar lights that stick in the ground, and I said, can we get ones that are shaped like mushrooms? And he said, sure. And right after he said that, I was like, I think that this should be a fairy garden then. Even when I'm inactive on the streams, I still don't mind being a patron, sending $2 a month. Thanks, Oracle. I appreciate that. And it really does make a difference. Like, you think, what's $2 gonna do? But $2 multiplied by a bunch of people is not $2 anymore, even though individually it is $2. Anyway, no pressure. If you're not a Patreon person, definitely don't worry about it. I have lots of ways you can support me if you would like to support the channel, but in a non-financial way. Like the video, that's really helpful. Subscribe to the channel, comment on videos, watch videos, you know, that sort of stuff is very supportive and very helpful. Financial ways of helping, I have a PayPal, I have an Amazon wish list, I sell my art on Redbubble, and I have a Patreon. So all the different kinds of ways you can support the channel are listed in the description below if that is something you'd like to do. If not, then definitely don't do it. I don't want you to do anything you don't want to do. Rebecca, so far so good here too. Good. No bounce or lag here. Good. I'm glad. If anyone feels compelled to make a sign, it would be appreciated. Yes. Melanie, thank you for wording things in a way that doesn't make me sound like a gimme, gimme, grabby, grabby. Because obviously, like, if somebody were to have made me a sign and given it to me, I would love it. But I'm not yet at the point where I want to go to a business and purchase one. So, if you should be so inclined, compelled even, to make a sign and or anything to stick on the chicken coop that is weather okay, you know, because we live in Canada. If you want to stick anything to our chicken coop, I'll stick anything you send. I mean, don't send me anything vulgar, but like if you send something that can go on the chicken coop that is silly, I will put it on the chicken coop. I want the chicken coop to be like our chicken coop, because like you guys are meeting the chickens from birth until all the time. So we might as well make the coop home for them too, you know? Also, Alex and I went on a drive and we drove to Rona to see if they had their soil out yet. And in front of Rona, we saw this big, huge gazebo tent thing. And it's like fancier than just a pop-up tent. It's like you install it into your ground. Well, I made a whole pile of laundry disappear. Well done, Frida. Come over to my house and do it here next. But we found these tents, and they're very similar to what we were looking at renting for the wedding. But for the wedding, it was going to be like $2,500 to rent the tent, and then another $200 to $300 for the dance floor. So it'll end up being like close to $3,000 after taxes and fees and whatever they add on, you know? But the actual tent, the one that pretty much looked like the one that we're going to use, was only $700. Again, relative. $700 is too much money for Laura to spend at one time without getting anxious, but when comparing it to $3,000 to rent the tent versus $1,400 to buy two of them, like to make it the same size, welcome to the crack house. Imagine the look on your parents' face. That would be funny though. Welcome to the crack house. Alex found a cracked egg today in the coop when he went to let the chickens out, so it is kind of the crack house. Just has to have a picture of an egg on the sign so it doesn't say welcome to the crack house with no context. I think it should have a little context. Do you breathe your own spit? I do that sometimes, buddy. Wondering how many businesses that is called rent-a-tent. Rent-a-tent, right? Yeah. Probably at least a few. But it was looking at, was going to be like probably $3,000 after everything. Whereas if we buy the two tents, it would be $1,400, and we would have the tents after. They're not actually, they're more like, is pergola the right word? It's like a made of metal. Like it's like it's not like a pop-up tent where it comes up and goes down. It's like you install it into your backyard. If you buy a tent, you can reuse it later for projects or reunions. Exactly, Sid. The other thing, my parents rent out chairs. When my little sister was getting married, we had her bridal shower at my parents' farm, and they purchased 50 shinori, Shivari chairs. They purchased 50 white Shivari chairs. They got them like cheap, obviously, and like in a bulk order somehow. So it's not like they purchased anyway, it doesn't matter. They purchased 50 Shivari chairs. And our wedding's not going to have 50 people, so we're going to use their Shivari chairs. Thank you, Mom and Dad. They've already said we can. But in addition, they rent those out to people. Like, after my sister's bridal shower, like they have a storage unit on the property, and like they rent that out to people, the chairs, and people do, they rent them often. So I might just sell it to my parents after and have them rent it out. They can rent it with the chairs. They can rent the tent and the chairs. The tent will go great with the chairs. Exactly, Dawn. And the chairs are nice. Apparently they're like the upgrade chairs, you know, like when you go to a wedding venue, you have to pay more for the Shivari ones. I can't do that, but it's good because that's the ones that my parents bought anyway, were Shivari chairs. So I don't have to do that rental, which is great. In addition, oh, Alex and I also put in patio stones at the bottom of our stairs yesterday. We're gonna have to redo it because we did it like with no education on how to do it, and then after we had finished it and we were eating dinner last night, we watched a how-to video and we were like, oh, that's why it was really hard to do. So when we get the rest of our patio stones, we're gonna have to redo the ones that we did, but it was still really fun. And we like figured out, like we did it right, mostly. Like for people who had no idea what we were doing, we did pretty good. Okay, this file has a bathing suit in it. How long has it been there? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, Frida, that's hilarious. That happened to me yesterday. I was downstairs, our laundry room is downstairs, but it's right next to our downstairs kitchen. So I have all of our laundry spread out in the downstairs kitchen because it's a big room with a big floor, and that allows me to separate my laundry. Like Alex is like an actual sociopath when it comes to laundry. He'll just like pick up laundry that's on the floor and just put it into the laundry machine. Has anyone else ever done that? That's crazy. He doesn't sort it. He doesn't make sure everything's inside out. He just picks it up off the floor or the laundry bin, wherever it is, and just drops it into the machine. That to me is sacrilegious. So what I do is I sit on my floor and I sort out all the laundry. So I have lots of like socks and underwear. I have cloths. I have towels because cloths and towels need bleach because I don't want it to be not bleached because that's who I am. Like sheets need to be washed in hot, but sweaters all need to be washed in cold. Like, what are you doing? So no, not for me. So yesterday I did that. I separated all the piles. I washed all of our wool sweaters. They were all over the floor in this room, but now they are laying on things. With 3 kids, that would take forever. Yes, it would. Yep, that's how you do 1 load of laundry twice. That's what I think, how you do 1 load of laundry twice, for real. Be right back. Gotta finish this SciShow vid. I know how bad I have to yell at them for bashing on cotton bags. SciShow vid. Oh, cool. Ola's not allowed near the laundry. I make nice color and usage separated piles. For me, it's, yeah, I have like fabric separated. So like, you know, like the slinky fabric that girls professional wear tops are made of. I don't know what it's called, but you know, like if you were wearing a suit as a lady, the shirt you're wearing underneath, whatever that fabric is, it's not typically in menswear. Menswear is a lot of cotton. But whatever that slinky fabric is, it needs to be washed gently in cold. So yeah, that stuff gets washed together. All of my handmade dresses get washed together. All of the knitted sweaters get washed. Like, there are systems in place for this laundry to be done effectively. And also, you know how much easier it is to put away laundry when it's all the same thing? Like, if you have a load of laundry that has some socks and underwear in it, ugh, you have to open your socks and underwear drawer and hang stuff up. If I'm like if I'm putting away laundry, I want to like, this is the socks and underwear load. I only have to open 1 drawer to put away this load of laundry. Well, 2, because Alex has his own socks and underwear drawer. But if it's sweaters, I want to only put away 5 things at the end of that load. I don't want to put away 5 things and then find a pair of tights at the bottom. What are you doing? So I don't know if that makes me like anal retentive about laundry, but my dad was super duper picky when we were little. It was like everything had to be inside out. Darks, lights, like this was back before cold water laundry detergent, right? So you still had to use, like, you had to separate it for what stuff gets hot water. Now, the only stuff that I use that gets hot water is like really badly stained Alex's men's dress shirts, because they could go through anything, and also sheets and towels and cloths. Okay, sheets, towels, and cloths. That's what I do hot. Everything else can go cold. I used to do underwear and socks on hot because I thought you had to, but apparently you don't have to anymore with the cold water wash. What are you knitting, hun? It will be a sweater someday, Karen. I just keep getting like sick of it because it takes so long to do a row of knitting. It's like fun, but it doesn't go anywhere. Like this piece hasn't grown. The other piece I got finished, like I thought pretty quick, but this one, it just won't grow. I just want to get it done. Fair. With 3 kids. Yeah, but also I hate putting away laundry when it's disorganized. When there's t-shirts and socks and underwear and a sweater and a pair of jeans all in the same load. What is your jeans doing with your socks? They don't belong together. Ola does the dishes, I do the laundry. No one does anything else. Since Millicent sleeps on our duvet cover, they need to soak overnight. That's fair. Thunder sleeps under the covers. Then I don't make them soak overnight. But Thunder's very small, and he doesn't really smell. I say he doesn't smell. Like, his mouth smells very bad. I'm sure his butt doesn't smell great, but like his fur, he smells fine. Prefer crochet, hun. Yeah, I do too, Karen. But I'm practicing. I'm trying to learn to knit, so what am I going to do? I'm either going to learn or I'm going to not learn, you know? I hate putting away laundry, period. Fair. What size needle and yarn? Larger stuff goes a lot faster. Kay, the size of the needle is not written on the needle. Like, crochet hooks always have it written on here. I don't know what you're supposed to do with knitting needles. It doesn't have size. The yarn is worsted weight? Hi, Laura. Hey, Rosalie. There is no live stream in the afternoon. This time is so inconvenient for me. Oh, I'm sorry, Rosalie. No, I'm switching for the foreseeable future for mornings. I wanna go back to mornings. So maybe I'll do an afternoon moving forward. But I think for now I'm gonna be doing Monday and Wednesday mornings. I put away a huge basket of clothes yesterday. I have 3 baskets of clean clothes in the bedroom, waiting for me to pour them onto the bed and sort them and put them away. I'm not one of those people who like folds laundry as I take it out of the laundry bin, out of the laundry machine. I like just pour it into the laundry basket and then go upstairs and sort it on the bed. I love the smell of chlorine and Downy. I'm allergic to chlorine, so whenever I smell bleach, I worry that I'm gonna die. Even though, like, unless I pour it on my skin, which that should hurt anybody, but like when I worked at Canadian Tire, which is like a hardware store here, and somebody like dropped chlorine, it wasn't bleach, it was chlorine for the pool, but dropped it on the cash and it broke for some reason. The plastic container broke and it just spilled all down my cash register like place. And it was so scary for me. I got hives everywhere that was like facing the direction of the chlorine, like the whole front side of my body, anywhere where skin was showing, and then my whole arms was like a rash. It looked like a hickey, like it was like blood vessels came to the surface. It was very weird. But I had a whole rash and I was scared, so I thought I was having trouble breathing. Looking back, I probably was just scared, but I was nervous and I had to go home. I ended up having to go home for the day because of the rash that just showed up on my body. I wasn't even swimming. It was just in the air near me, so no thanks. I just got a new job. Well done! That's so awesome, Eccentric. Gonna listen while I get ready. Well, good luck. Try to be here when I can. Sounds good, Rosalie. Ugh, my shoulder needs to crack. There's like a rib right under my shoulder that's been stiff for like a month, and I don't know how to crack it. I need a chiropractor just to crack the one rib under my shoulder. I had that happen to me back in the day at Kmart. An employee dropped a bottle of laundry bleach and it splashed all over my legs. Talk about burning. Yeah, no, that's a no from me. Thank you. No, thank you. And I didn't finish what Dawn said. Chlorine smells like a swimming pool, my happy place, and clean sheets. I do love the smell of Downy, but I don't use anything like that anymore because Alex has really sensitive skin. So we use unscented, undyed, like it's like dermatologist recommended, like the fancy clear one, you know? So we do that. I do use bounce sheets, but I use the unscented sensitive skin bounce sheets just for static. My static balls, I have these like orange, there's one somewhere around here because they don't work. It's like an orange plastic ball that looks like a virus. It's like a spiky ball. And it is supposed to make it not be staticky, but it doesn't work. And like, I hate when lacy underwear sticks together with static. Like when you're pulling them apart, it's like a bad feeling for me. I hate the feeling of pulling a sock off of a sweater. Like, obviously, like, I can do it. I'm not, like, a phobia of it, but I really don't like it. Just like I really don't like, using unfinished pottery to eat off of, because if the fork rubs against it, it's gonna ruin my life. So, you know, to each his own. Don't forget to like the video, by the way, because there's 24 of you in here, but there's only 13 likes on the video. I would really appreciate it if you could just click the like real quick. Baby birds. Oh, I actually wrote down stuff I wanted to tell you about today, because I'm an organized, real-life YouTuber. Thunder, you're going to slide off of my lap if you don't scooch forward a bit. Monday live stream. MJ died. Got that. My parents got vaccinated. Told you that. A close family has COVID. Told you that. Had a panic attack, first in a while. Told you that. Haven't slept. Told you that. Alex is a yard work and landscaping king. That's what I have written down here to let you know about. So our backyard now has the herb garden finished. That's not going to get rototilled because I've already planted it. Under those shoulder blades, I told you need to get those areas rubbed out. It really helps with pain. Dawn, I need a chiropractor who does the, like, do all chiropractors do that, where they, like, massage it out and then crack you? Because when I watch them on YouTube, like chiropractors on YouTube, it looks like you're getting a deep tissue massage and getting your bones cracked. That sounds like a great day to me. So yeah, it's the rib under, I know where it is now. I've concentrated on it's not pain, it's stiffness. I've concentrated on the stiffness long enough to figure out that it's the rib underneath my shoulder blade, where it attaches to my spine. It needs to, like, click into the correct position. It's in the wrong position. I can feel it. I want to go to Mondragon. What's Mondragon? Mondragon. Mondragon. Mondragon? Mondragon. A session with her looks fab. Oh, is that the girl who always wears tights and has gigantic boobies? Blonde lady? I want to go to her. That's who I like watching. Because she's not even, like, she's not looking at you when she's doing it. It's like she's in her job, which I appreciate. Like, I don't want a chiropractor making eye contact with me and being like, is that okay? No, no, no. Just do your job. My body is the job. That's me. That's not my experience with chiropractors. They feel out what needs to be adjusted. Oh, okay. Well, I want like an hour-long deep tissue chiropractic massage. Use a tennis ball to massage. You know what I've been using, Maritza? Also, hello. What I've been using has been that orange. Oh, you know, like when you can feel something's gonna crack, like before your back cracks, there's like a tension, and then you can like push it, and it goes. Or like same with your knuckles. Like if you push, you're like, if I push any harder, it'll crack. That's what my shoulder feels like all the time. So you'll see me doing like things, like trying to see what happens. Like what is the motion I need to make the crack happen? I don't know. You know who would know? A chiropractor. And yet everyone in my immediate life is like, don't go to chiropractors, they're quacks. And I'm like, you don't watch YouTube videos for hours about chiropractors, so what do you know? You know one guy who got his neck hurt at a chiropractor, and his neck was probably already hurt. Everybody knows one guy whose neck got hurt, you know? Oh, knuckle cracking. Sorry. My gift for you. Oh, that felt good. Anyway, sorry if that really grossed any of you out, but it made my neck feel a lot better. Chiropractics are not quacks. I agree. However, everybody who seems to be 50 plus in my life tells me them's quacks. Also, people who are like 40 in my life are like, I wouldn't trust my neck with a chiropractor. You know, your neck is where your spine. Okay, I get it. Like, it's fine. I get it that they could hurt you, but like literally any doctor could hurt you in any way by accident. Not me. I'm 50 plus. Well then, Candice, I'll just take your advice then. Good, done. They just might not work for everyone. Right, like if you have a herniated disc, maybe the chiropractor maybe them adjusting you is going to make it hurt. Or if you have I don't know, I'm not a doctor. That's why you have to go to the doctor. My thoughts that I have not pursued. I have not pursued at all. I keep saying I want to go to a chiropractor, but I'm like a very child about it. I want somebody else to like book me. You know, like when you were a kid and like your parents booked your doctor's appointments? I want that, you know? The way I see it is I'll hurt myself way worse trying to do it myself. Yeah, but you know what, Melanie? That chiropractor on YouTube, the blonde lady, Dragon something, so I'm looking at the site to see if their yarn is in another gauge for the same shade of navy, and apparently they're different shades. Crazy. Could be different fiber content, right? So the color might have set differently on the yarn. I'm a 20-year-old, went to a chiropractor, only found a little relief. I just want relief from the one thing. I think it's just a catch. Like, I think it's just, let's be honest, I have a few things I would love them to crack out, but like that shoulder thing, it's weird because my shoulder blade, from my spine to my shoulder blade plus an inch, a space about this big by about that high, can go numb. Like, now that I've been moving it a bunch, it's numb. Like, it feels like the skin is numb, like it's cold. It feels like there's something cold pressing on my back from my spine to my shoulder blade plus an inch. It's like a space about that big, but it's like in the middle of my back. Can you imagine this space of skin anywhere else? Like just that is numb, but it's on my back. It's like literally like it's right here, but on the other side of my body, there's a numb, like not pins and needles, like numb, like even more than pins and needles, but it's just the skin that feels that way. It's very bizarre. I've never had a feeling like that where numbness wasn't the whole, like if I have a numb hand, it's like the whole thing. How can a flat part of your body be numb only in a circle? Like in a small area? I don't understand how it's happening, but something's going on that's not right in my shoulder. My shoulder rises a bit compared to the other. Yeah, I have no idea. I probably have a terrible walk. Oh no. Yeah. Dawn, I go to them since I was 12. Tip, head back, push your chest forward, and put your arms level to the ground and try to push backwards. Arms level to the ground. Shoulders back. What did you say? Okay, hold on. Oh, my elbow is also screwed again. I can't snap it back in. It's out. It's out of something, but I need somebody to like twist and then like do that, but I'm scared to do it myself. I go to them since I was 12. Tip your head back, push your chest forward, and put your arms level with the ground and try to push backwards. Oh god, this elbow. They have been helpful. I'm now finding out that LMT, who is a PT, is much more helpful for my shoulder and hip. Well, a PT would be, right? Because like their job is to fix long-term stuff. I don't know if you mean parallel with the ground like this or like this. Oh. Oh. People watching this are probably like, what the hell? I mean, like, people after the fact who aren't in the chat. If you're in the chat, you're like, this girl's normal, for sure. Anyway, I had pinched nerve that was affecting the outside of my thigh, Chloe says, and going to the chiropractor twice resolved it. Oh, cool. I heard that crack, Laura. I'm a cracky person. Yep, I know what I said. Body break, right? Remember when we used to do that? Adrian, I don't think you were here yet. Hey, Laura Hughes. So I don't think you were here yet. Sid and Candice, I think for sure you guys will remember. I don't know who else has been here long enough to remember that. Remember when we used to get up every like half hour and stretch? What is normal? I don't know. It's not me. Whatever it is, I'm not that. I would like to try to put them closer behind you. It would like try to put them closer behind you. Okay. Yep, I remember. That was a good time. Remember that? Oh, baby. You guys want to meet a chicken or 9? Because I have a chicken. What the heck are you guys doing, you troublemakers? Hi. Hi. You guys want to come meet the family? Hi, little Diane. You're so pretty. Yeah, you like my fingernails? Yeah? Come here. Come on. This is Diane's baby. Diane's beautiful baby. Look at her little white throat. So she's not going to be all black like her mama. She looks like she's going to have some gray feathers. Hi. So we've been calling her our little English Rose because she's Diane's baby. Look at these wings. She's got some brown on her wings. I'm just going to show them your pretty wings. Oh, yes. Here, we'll show them up close. I know, it's so scary. I know. Yeah. Sorry for your headphone users. Yeah. There you go. So that's baby Diane girl. Beep, beep, beep. Here's baby Diane boy. He doesn't have any red on his face. Hi. But he does. Oh, hold on. He has white tips for his wings. There's gonna be white feathers coming out of the tips of your little wings, dude. Hi. Oh. Is Lady Diane talking to little Diane? Here you go. This is the prettiest male. I'm sure he's going to be a beautiful rooster. Look at that. Is he not so cute? And look at the white tips of his wings. You look like a wild bird. Like he looks like a chickadee. Doesn't he look like a wild animal? So cute. Little white wings. You can fold them back in. I'm not holding them. You can put it away. There you go. Anyway, look at his face. No, you can't fly yet. You're very little. Hi. This one looks like a sparrow. Hi. Doesn't that look like a baby sparrow or something? Hi, what is with you guys and opening your wings? The last batch didn't do that. Hi. Anyway, this one is going to be so pretty. Hold on, I'm just showing. You were opening them on your own. Now I want to open them and you're like not into it? You're fine, you're good, I promise. I'm not going to drop you. You are a-okay. Look at those pretty wings. The pretty little face. Yeah, put them back in. There you go. So cute. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Who else? We haven't shown off you yet. I know. Oh, this is going to be a beautiful bird also. Unclear if it's a girl or a boy yet, but the wing feathers are coming in. You're good, you're good. You're good. And he's gonna have a little spot on his head. Unclear if it's a girl or a boy yet. But it's a stripy baby. Hi. There you go. Do you want to see the teenagers? Because they're so big. They're so big. The movie Toy Story, the claw rules. Who goes and who will stay? The claw. It moves. Batman, so pretty. Good morning. Good morning, Mary Grace. So pretty, aren't they, though? Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab one of the teenagers. Hey, teens. What's up, guys? Parsley, come here. Hi. You want to come out and say hello? Our beautiful rooster. Hi there. This is our beautiful rooster. He's our biggest bird so far. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Look at what he got from his daddy. Hold on. He got that pretty speckles on his chest from his daddy. You can tell he's a boy because he's turning red already. You see how his wattle and his comb are red? Hi. Where are you going to go? He is going to be a beautiful rooster. Hold on one sec. You're all right. Look at those wings. The beautiful colors on them. He's going to have so many pretty colors. Parsley, I swear to goodness gracious me. And look at these. So pretty. They're white feathers with black. So that's the laced part of that laced Wyandotte. So pretty feet. Like a, oh, holy mackerel. Jesus Louises. You're good. You're fine. Look, we're buddies, you and me. There you go. Put your wing back in. There you go. All's well. Who's your mama? This is Sunflower's baby. He's already mad that they are in the shed with his motorcycles. What? My husband would kill me if I had babies in the house. He's already mad that they're in the shed with his motorcycle. Well, my husband is quite agreeable, to be honest. But in addition to that, these are babies. I'm not keeping them in the garage. They need the warmth still. Okay, Parsley escaped, obviously. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab Parsley. You don't have to fly. I'm carrying you. I promise. I'll carry you the whole way. Parsley? Why are you such an escape artist? Here's Parsley, our little dove. She looks like a dove, that's why I'm saying it. She literally looks like a dove. But she's not. She's a pretty lady. Hi. Are you pretty? With all of her little black feathers. Hey, Mama. Brr. Brr, pop, pop. Doesn't she look like a dove? Are you a dove? You're so pretty. You want to see my hair? She and I are going to be lifelong friends. Hi. Hi. Laura, what size do you wear? I'm going to send you a pattern. Right now, probably an 8. Maybe even bigger than an 8. But thank you. What kind of pattern? And what do you, depends. My waist is, like my upper body is like between a 6 and an 8. And my lower body is between an 8 and a 10. So here is our little Parsley. Hi, hi, hi. You see all her black feathers now coming in. She's got black feathers on, I know, black feathers on her thigh. Hi. Black feather on one ear, other side. There it is. Shoulder feathers that are black. Hi. And you can see her comb is not red. It's kind of orangey. Isn't she heckin' cute? Yeah, I'm bringing you back. What do you think you're doing, Dandelion? What do you think you're doing? Come here, you little rooster. I got 2 more babies. Okay, hold on. I got 1.5 more babies. Hold on. You're good. You're fine. Everything's fine. You guys are fine. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. You good? You good? There you go. Balance it up. You're good. So this is Dandelion. That's Marshmallow's baby. Hi. Are you full already? Look at that tummy full of food. Where are your feathers though? You don't have any feathers coming in there yet. What are you doing? Huh? Same with your shoulders. You're still made of down. Are you cold? Anyway, this is Marshmallow's baby. His name is Dandelion. He's going to be a buff, laced Easter egger rooster. Isn't he pretty? They grow so very fast. I know this chick is 1 month old. These babies turned 1 month old yesterday. It's all right. And then this, hi. 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 It's okay, I'm just moving you slow. I know, you guys, the boys are so sensitive. Vintage pattern that goes from 8 to 14. Ooh, that's awesome. Thank you. Oh, V, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. Hold, an overall pattern. Ooh, I'll make a tutorial on an overall pattern. I want overalls. Hold on, I'm just going to show everybody how cute you look. This is another rooster, different from the first one you saw. Oh, you chilly? You just want to cuddle. But look at the spots on his chest. He's going to be stunning. I think he'll look like polka dotty. Hi, what do you think? Such a good walker. A little dinosaur. Yeah, those are your feet. I know, aren't they weird looking? I know. Hi. Hi. How you doing? Can you step up here? Hi. So pretty little guys, aren't they? Little dinosaurs. When they flap, you can tell more that they're dinosaurs, I feel like. They are gorgeous. Aw, Dandelion's like chilling. Where are you gonna go, Dandy? How about you, Junie? This is Juniper. Hi. You comfy? Yeah, you can sit down. Why don't you guys sit with me a little while? We could sit together. Yeah. I love the teenagers. They're very cute. They are cute. And they're like, they're comfortable. Did I just get pooped on? No, I didn't. Not yet. Hi. How you doing? Just chilling. Anyway, I love the teenagers too. They're very cute. And they are growing quite quickly. And in another 2 weeks, they're out of here. As soon as the nighttime temperature is like above 10 degrees, you dudes are out. You're almost fully feathered. It's almost time to go. How about you, Dandy? What are you doing? I have to move my hand. I know you've already gotten comfortable here, but I need to go pick up. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I know. You like sitting on a flat surface. Just sit on my lap. Here, come here. They act like it's the end of the world, but what they both want to do is sit on a flat surface and cuddle. So let me just get you seated on a flat surface. There you go. That's it. Bada bing, bada boom. I can't tell if either of these are actually boys. Like, I believe they're boys because when they were born, they had the wing thing, but I didn't get them vent sexed, so I have no way to know until they start developing their hackle feathers and their sex characteristics. So I'm hoping that a couple of them are going to turn out to be girls. Just sit down. You're fine. Here, watch. There. Now you can see out the side, and you can be nice and warm. All good. Yeah, it's all good. See? All of the other ones have escaped and are now sitting on the outside, going to the post office. BRB. Ooh! You mean like right now? That's exciting. Can you guys not? I just want to sit with these guys. Yesterday they were out all day. You can sit. Yeah. I'm a little bit obsessed with these little dudes. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of bit. I like you guys. You better not be causing trouble over there. I want to show you the other one though. I'm making some amigurumi. Oh, cool, Maggie. Are you making an amigurumi chicken? Because you should. Okay, babies, I'm gonna pick you up. We're gonna move nice and slow. No need to freak out, I promise. Look at them. They just want to be warm, that's all. If they can be warm, they can be happy. Let me put you guys back and get... Hey, troublemakers. What do you think you're doing? Yeah, that's right, you jumped back in there. Alright. I just want to show you the difference between two roosters that I think are both roosters. Hi. Hold the phone. Okay. So these two boys have the same mom and the same dad. Just to show you what their variation things can be. Whoa, hold on, I gotta move my chair closer. So these, hold up, just move your hand. There you go. So these are brothers, I think, but you can see this one's like red, got a lot of red in his face. This one's got more orange to his comb. Hi. So this one could be a girl. We don't know yet, but this one I'm pretty much certain that's a boy, just because of the red. Don't poke at each other, come on. But these two are not twins. Oh, are you using your wing? Oh God, it's like a picture. Hold on, I'm gonna try and angle it so you guys can see. Look, he's hugging his brother, using him for balance. But they're completely different patterns. Hi. So this one, you can see his wing is all covered in white and has a whole bunch of different patterns going on. That's another thing that makes me speculate that he's a rooster, because roosters are prettier. They just tend to be prettier. This girl, I think it could be a girl, has, hi, more of a consistent, it's okay. I just want you to put your wing back on your own shoulder. They were both holding each other. This one was on that one's shoulder. You can do it again in 1 sec. I just want to show your pattern. Here, let me do it like this. Hi. See, they're completely different. Aren't they sweet? Anyway, these are two more of the boys. Parsley. Parsley. Don't you come on my white carpet. I am still struggling to get the stains off that you put on my carpet. You dang troublemaker. Huh? There. All right. For a few more minutes, I'm just going to hold Parsley because I like her. This morning had a little snow again. Oh, that's nice. Like when I'm holding it like this, does this not look like a dove? To me, this looks like a dove. Hi. Oh, the trauma. I'm in Denmark. How about you? Caroline, I am in southern Ontario. So, no snow anymore for us, I hope. Oh, awesome, Adrian. I have some of their yarn, but I haven't used it yet. What does Adrian have? I just got my first order of Briggs & Little. Oh, cool. I'm glad there's Canadian wool company I can support. I'm using it mainly for rug hooking, and it's working out great. I love Briggs & Little. I have used them for, a lot of sweaters. It's okay. They're just over there. It's okay. It's okay. Here. It's okay. I'll just hold you like this. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. She's done with me. Do you want to see how big they are compared to, like, I have a baby. Ugh, I have one of Daisy's babies, which this is Fern's baby. They're the same kind of bird. Look at this. Where are you? There you are. This is the same parents. This is 1 week old. This is 4 weeks old. What do you think? You guys are like twins. Aren't they cute? Size change extraordinaire. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go wash my hands after I put this chicken away. Yeah, I'm bringing you back to them, I promise. I'm never gonna make you not hang out with them. There you go. It's okay, Thunder. They won't bother you. Anywho, yeah. It rained here in Massachusetts last night. Oh, really? We had rain all day yesterday and all night last night. So cute, aren't they, though? Oh, I've got a text message. Who could it be? Okay, good to know. All right. So what else was I don't even know what I was talking about. The chickens are really cute and I like them. Please enjoy my baby chickens. They've all just gone to the heat lamp side to lie down, except for the 3 that are eating. Such messy little critters. Oh, also, I mixed my own chicken feed. It snowed in the northern England even though we hit highs of 21 Celsius. That's so annoying. I'm over that. I don't want any snow. I'm done with snow. It's fine. I don't need it. So, hold on. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, I mixed my own chicken feed for the first time. So I bought all of the ingredients separately. Usually I just buy the pre-made stuff from the feed store. Like the feed store has chicken feed. What is this? What is happening here? It's like my hair doesn't know what to do at this length. It's just unsure of itself. It's okay, hair. Give it a few more weeks. It'll probably start looking like it's on purpose. I didn't get chosen for that ring contest. I'm sorry, Frida. They're probably just jealous. I hate when people used to say that. They're just jealous. No, but I'm sorry you didn't win. But shoot, what was I saying? Hold on. Pull it together, Laura. My own chicken food. So, I derail so easily, you guys. So I went and usually I buy the pellets of layer feed. They have the right amount of protein, the right amount of calcium, blah, blah, blah. So what I did was I looked up a bunch of recipes for chicken feed for how to get the right protein content and whatnot. And I just like upped how much protein is in it because 18% is like the low end of what you need. So I made a chicken feed that it's mixed by me. So I purchased like barley and oats and corn and I don't know, wheat and sunflower seeds and mixed seeds and legumes, and I mixed it all together, and then I put a bunch of eggshells that I've been saving up. I put them in the oven, and then I crushed them into the food. So now there's calcium added to the food, and then I also added kelp because Thunder doesn't like it, and online it said that it's great for the chickens, so they now have kelp in their food too. But good that you have a buyer. There were so many great rings, I don't feel it was wrong in any way. Okay, well that's good. But also, sorry that you didn't win. And good that you have a buyer, totally. But yeah, so I mixed my own food. It wasn't cheaper. It was actually almost double the price to do it. Because a bag of feed is 15 bucks at our feed store. Share the recipe, will do. I wrote it down. 30% corn, 30% wheat, 20% peas mixed legumes, 10% oats, 10% of something high in protein, so fish meal, sunflower seeds, or shoot, I forget what the other option was, but I wrote sunflower seeds and fish meal. Kelp and eggshells. So I put that stuff together. I added more sunflower seeds than necessary, so there'd be more protein. It's good that you don't feel completely defeated. Totally, right? Yeah. There's still a win there. But Laura, I did make it, so that's cool, but it cost way more. Actually, it might have been more than twice the price, because it's 15 bucks for a bag of feed, but to buy a bag of each of the 3 feeds is like 15 bucks a bag. One of them was like 11 bucks, but one of them was like 18 bucks. So it might have been more. It might have been like 60 bucks. But I think that's like for more than double the quantity. So I still think it's about twice the price once divided. I haven't done the math for like per pound price yet. But my intention is not to purchase that stuff from the feed store anyway. Like that's just a right now thing because I don't have a supplier yet. I have to find a local granary that sells 50-pound sacks of grain, which is something that you have to like go do. It's not like online, right? Like you have to like go to a granary and ask because it's like they're old businesses. It's like a farm you're buying from. So there's not a really good online retail for wholesale grains. And so I have to find first a granary that will sell me the things I need. And possibly I have to find multiple granaries because if it's a corn store, corn farm, it's not going to have wheat. You know what I mean? I folded 2 big baskets of laundry, put in a new load, and hang the last to dry. Wow, you are a superstar today, Frida. That's so much work to have done on laundry. It's hard doing that many loads of laundry and getting all of it done, you know? Once you get to like the 3rd load, I feel like it just stays in the washing machine too long, or it stays in the dryer overnight, you know? And now it's hailing. Well, please don't send that energy up to us in southern Ontario because we do not need any more ice, snow. Rain is fine. Now I'm all sweaty. Yeah, I get that. So today, I'm going out after the stream, and I'm doing a swap with someone. It was just supposed to be a free thing, but I decided I want to give them eggs because, you know, you're all great laundry company. You guys, we are a great laundry company. It's fun doing laundry when you're in a group of friends that don't make a lot of noise, you know what I mean? Like, it's nice because, like, if we were all actually in a room together, I would have a panic attack because that would be way too loud for me. There would just be way too many people talking at the same time. But having it text-based, it's so fun because it's like talking to all of you as one unit. Like, it's like if somehow, if it was in a real life setting, it would be like as if only one person was talking with me. So it's not overwhelming for me, even though all of you are here. It's quite relaxing. I agree. It's nice. It's chill. Look we got baby animals, we got good ambient white noise, we got knitting, plants. I don't think there's another channel that has all of these things together, you know? So, we're pretty cool here at the last minute Laura show. Wow, I really look like a boy. I'm fine with it, I just looking up and being like, oh, I definitely look like a boy. It's fine, again, and I don't need you to be like, no, you look nice. I don't think I don't look nice, I just think I look like a boy. I don't think that's not a nice thing, it's just today I'm looking at myself. Maybe my eyebrows are a little feminine. Anyway, sensory overload, yeah, absolutely. Good morning! Good morning, good morning. It's the last minute Laura show. Good morning, good morning. Hello. You look like Laura. I agree, Frida. That's your autistic self shining. You look like a face. Your face is Laura's face. That's like Alex. When I'm like, do I look like a boy? Should I put on makeup? He's like, you look perfect. It's because apparently for autistic people, people with autism, autistics, those, I don't know, whatever you want to call. I think autistics is what autistic people can call autistic people. I think people who are not autistic are supposed to call autistic people people with autism. You know what I mean? Anyway, people with autism have a thing that it's like ugly, beautiful, face. It's face. Your face is your face. So they're all great because they belong to you. How long are you streaming today? Probably for another half an hour. maybe 45 minutes. I have to be somewhere, I'm supposed to be somewhere at 11. So yeah, probably. I got some hatching eggs. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, that'll be fun. I do love the chick sounds. Me too. No hail. Send it to Germany. Yeah, no thank you. I'd be speaking for England if we were in the same room. Yes, indeed. For all of England. Hi, guys. Hi, Donka. Nice to see you. Also, am I saying your name right? Because Donka, to me, I'm saying thank you in German to pronounce your name, Donka, but like not thank you in German, you know what I mean? Or is it dank, like is it an or an like Donka or Danka? I don't think Danka would be your name, right? Danka would be, because dank is like a not nice word. Donka, I think it's Donka. Sorry, don't worry about me, guys. No, I know somebody whose name is Danica, who goes, your name's Danica, right? Like the full name? And you go by Donka. I know someone whose name is Danica but goes by Dasha. I don't know her, but I know of. Absolutely right, Laura. You're saying it right. Thank you, Donka. Thank you, Donka. Merci. Get it? Thank you, Donka. Merci. It was funny. Dankeschön. Merci beaucoup. Spasiba. Thank you. There. Those are all the languages I can say thank you in. Gracias. Peach tea and May fun noodles. Yum. Noodles and tea? I don't know about that, but okay. I think the noodles sounds great. Tak. Oh, tak. Danke, Frida. Tak. Any other languages? Anybody want to teach me a language? How to say thank you? Always good to know how to say please and thank you. I know пожалуйста. Danke. No, спасибо, пожалуйста. Thank you. You're welcome. Dakujum. Dakujum. Where's that from? Dakujum. 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 Kitos. I like that. Kitos. Kitos. That's pretty. I like the sound of that. Dakujum. Yeah, I can't read. I can read. I just can't sound out words sometimes. So don't worry about me. Anyway, after this, I'm going to pick up some fabric from a lady. So I was looking for fencing on the online marketplace last night, trying to find fence, because I found a fence. Dakujum. Thank you, Slovak. Dakujum. Yeah, well, you spell it with a J, so I thought it was a J, but it's Slovak, so Dakujum. Dakujum. I love Finnish. I'd love to learn. I would love to learn Finnish. It sounds like a cartoon. When you hear someone speaking Finnish, when I've heard someone speaking Finnish, I have felt that it is a cartoon language. It sounds like bubble letters. Does that make sense? The way bubble letters look, that's how Finnish sounds to me. Soft edges on the letters, 3D. That's how Finnish, and because it's got a lot of weird letters in weird places. I think everyone would say that about every language. Anyway, I'm meeting up with a woman who is giving me 2 boxes of fabric. So I was on the online marketplace looking for fencing. Alex and I are trying to find the lowest budget way to build a fence around our chicken run. And the other day I found someone who was giving away 20 fence panels, 6 feet long by 5 feet long, like pre-assembled fence panels, and there were 20 of them, and they just haven't replied to my ad, so I've been checking back to see if they are still there, to try and get some fence panels. 20 panels would cover most of the chicken run, which would be great. Then we would only have to build a chicken wire fence on one side, so it would be like 3 sides would be covered and 1 side would be visible, which would be super. So I'm waiting on that, but I've been looking on the free part of the online marketplace to see if there's any fence posts or patio stones or paving stones or, you know, anything for the backyard. I pretty much don't want to pay for things for the backyard. I don't want to pay for like physical items for the backyard. I'll pay for plants because they'll be again, but things like physical items like bricks to make a thing, a path, I don't want to pay for that because I know that they come up online for free all the time because people remove them from their yards, right? So anyway, when I was looking through the free stuff for fencing, I found a person who said, I have 2 boxes of fabric unused, could be good for things that you want to use for cotton, could be used for clothes, whatever you want. Let me know if you want it. So I replied back because they live in the same town as me. And I was like, I like fabric. And then they replied, and it was like the leader of a PR firm who deals with people in Hollywood and Toronto. Like when they emailed back, it was like an auto reply email. So it gave their title and stuff. So when I replied back, I made mine look like an auto reply. It wasn't, like I typed the whole thing out, but I copied and pasted how hers was set up. So it was like her name, her phone number, her position at her firm, the firm's name, the city that the firm is in, and it said like worldwide or world renowned, something like that. So I put like with 57,000 subscribers and counting, like I did the whole same thing, and she was like, she replied with like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And it was a funny conversation, but like, I thought I was hilarious because I know hers was an auto reply. Like, okay, that sounds great. And then there was like a paragraph of information about her, but it was like at the end of an email, right? So then I did the same thing. Awesome. Tomorrow at blah, 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 with all of my information. I thought it was really funny. You guys aren't laughing quite as loud as I thought. I thought it was really funny. I was laughing to myself as I was typing it out. Like, I didn't just type it on my phone. Like, I went into my computer and I copied and pasted and like, I made it look the same, but with it was very funny to me. I don't know if she thought it was funny. I'll never know. I'm hearing a little bird going. Anyway, where are you, Mary Grace? In the world. It's 10:18 for me here, so you're in my time zone. I think it's beautiful too. I watched this video some time ago and said other Scandinavian language found Finnish the odd duck of the bunch. Yeah, like a duck language. I know you're just being odd duck as a saying, but totally, like a cartoon duck could speak Finnish. Massachusetts, lol, yes. So anyway, I'm swapping. I replied back to her and said, even though it's free, I'd love to do a swap and give you some eggs because I have rainbow colored eggs. And she was like, that would be amazing. So I'm going to swap a dozen beautiful eggs for a bunch of fabric. And I'm excited because it's like a present because I don't know what's in the fabric. She also said there's a bunch of yarn in there. You know, people who don't do crafting don't know what that means to people who do crafting, you know? Did you check out the fabric store selling the linen? You said there was one on Facebook, right? I don't trust anything on Facebook at all, literally anything. So I can't buy from an ad from Facebook. I have to do it like through another way. It's like people who buy things on Instagram. I don't understand how you manage to do that. That's terrifying. I never buy anything in apps. So no, I didn't check it, but that's because you said it was on Facebook. Sorry, my birds are screaming and I'm just gonna check if they're fighting. They're getting to the age where they're gonna. Laura, did you get my email the other day? I have not received an email yet, Rebecca. That being said, could have gone into my spam, so I will check it. Thank you for letting me know you sent one. What's wrong, guys? You're good, you're fine. See? I have a heater for you. You have water, you have food, everything's good. Right, Thunder? No, I haven't, but I will write down that you emailed me back so that I can check my spam. I should have told you to do that. I didn't. I'm sorry. Check spam. Oops. For Rebecca email. Good. Thank you. It's an online store, not Facebook. Oh, Dawn, I thought it was a Facebook ad. I thought you said there was a... What? Little drama queens. Oh my god, I'm having a bizarrely high level of anxiety today for like no reason. Honestly, that's probably the worst, Sid. Because at least when there's a reason, you can be like, that's why. I'm sorry that I have nothing. It just really sucks. I'm sorry that you're dealing with it. What helps? Not talking about it, that's for sure. Talking about how anxious you're feeling does not make you feel less anxious. Go outside, Sid. Go take a walk. That'll help. What? Do you hear that weird noise they're making? It's like, brrr. Oh, you know what? I bet it's PMS. Yeah, that could do it. For me, PMS is more like the depression and the irritability. Alex and I will always get in a fight right before my period. Or at least I get in a fight. I'm actually home alone for the first time in months. Rebecca, go take a bath. Or run around your house naked. Or probably run around your house naked. If I had people in my home all the time, I'd probably at least walk around less clothed. Enjoy though, Rebecca. Enjoy your quiet time. I love how this is your quiet time and you're filling it with my voice. Blah, blah, blah. I'm so fun. So sorry, Sid. I hope you'll calm down soon. Anxiety is the devil. It's not good for us either, you know what I mean? Like, thank you for not helping my lifespan. I don't want this cortisol streaming in my blood. It sounds like someone raking leaves on gravel in the background. That's a crazy bird noise. Right, Caroline? It is a crazy bird noise. I haven't heard them make that before today. It's like they're whispering to each other. That's what it sounds like to me. Like they're whispering. They're not doing it now that I'm trying to hear it. But yeah, there is a weird, not that one. Listening as I crochet. That's lovely. Hormones are stupid. That's a fact. So much so that, like, we have to reprogram them often. It's weird that we reprogram them first, not reprogram them, we use them differently, you know what I mean? Like, we can have artificial ones. I'm glad I planned for a super chill day because I'm covering for my boss at work tonight. Ugh, yeah, good that you planned for a chill day. I'm trying to think of like the best anti-anxiety. For me, it's just my heart rate has to go up because of something else in order for me to have the anxiety heart rate come down. Like, going for a walk to the point where your heart is beating fast. A thing that you do consensually with someone that you like. Or, like, no, those are pretty much it for me. But for me, to get my anxiety to go away quickly, I have to bring my heart rate up to where the anxiety had my heart rate feeling. And then when I calm down from whatever made my heart rate go up, like a walk, it comes back down. Dance it out to good songs. As long as you're getting your heart rate up. I try not to use that too often, Karen, because here it's not prescribed as like a daily use thing, obviously. But it's like I call those my panic attack pills. So I try not to use them unless I'm like, unless all other things haven't worked. If I've gone for a walk, if I've taken a shower, if I've drank water, if I tried to have a nap and none of that stuff works, then I'll use the panic attack pill. But I try to get it calmed down on my own first because I don't want to be reliant on it to calm down. Like, I don't want to have an anxiety attack when I'm not home and then not be able to handle it. Whereas right now it's like I can handle a panic attack in public up to a point. If I took it early each time so that I didn't have to feel the feelings, I don't know that I'd have the warning system and I could have like meltdowns in public, and I don't want to do that. My meltdowns aren't really like, I don't know. It's like me yelling at something irritating happening and me overreacting about it. I'll take a walk after the stream and do a nice long bit of meditation. That sounds lovely. Do it with like a cat sitting on your lap or a dog sitting on your lap or some animal on your lap. It's for sure helpful. Meditating with a friend. But Karen, that stuff does work for the panic attacks. It works. But also it was prescribed super easily without any warning. My pharmacist was the one that was like pulling me aside and being like, have you taken this before? Before that, my doctor was just like, oh yeah, take 1 during the day if you're anxious and take 2 at night if you want to go to sleep. And she didn't say that doesn't mean take 3 in a day. It means if you have an anxiety that day, take 1, but don't take the 2 to go to sleep. If you're having a hard time going to sleep, take 2 to go to sleep. But like, she just said, if you're having an anxious day, take 1. If you can't sleep, take 2. And then I'm like, if I was taking 3 of those a day, every day, I would literally need to go to a center after. Like, that would get you, that would probably hook you. So, no thanks. Good pharmacist. Yeah, the pharmacist was really good. She was like, don't take this before you drive. Definitely don't take it with alcohol because it's 1 to 3. So 1 drink equals 3 drinks when you take that pill. So if you were to take that and then go out, you could like hurt yourself by drinking because you think that I normally can drink, I don't know what normal people drink. I don't drink. So I normally drink 4 bottles of beer, but 4 bottles times 3 isn't going to be okay, you know? So note to self, if you are on any prescription medication, make sure you find out how it interacts with alcohol and drugs. Have you taken it to help with your insomnia? I did. The last time when I like got really bad with the insomnia and I started taking melatonin, I did take it. And then it made it worse because I didn't want to keep taking it. And then it was like, that was how I relaxed to get to sleep. So then I stopped because I don't want to. And I have not refilled my prescription because it's very rare that I need it. But when I need it, it's like for a panic attack and I like having it on hand. And my doctor is pretty chill about medication, so she'll prescribe more than you need so that you can have some on hand. I also just have like backlog prescriptions. Like I have prescriptions for antibiotics at the pharmacy already, even though I don't need them yet. But if I need them, like if I know I have an ear infection, I can call my doctor and let her know. And then I could just go to the pharmacy and be like, I have a prescription for antibiotics because my doctor pre-gave me antibiotic ones. I don't know if, maybe you're not allowed to do that, but that's been since university. I've had antibiotics on tap because my ear infections, the only way to get rid of them has been antibiotics. I've had multiple surgeries to try and fix the problem. It has not corrected the problem over my childhood, so I just get ear infections occasionally. And since my doctors know that, it was like when I was in university, my doctor was in Hamilton and I was in Ottawa, so I couldn't go in for an appointment, and they would make me come in for an appointment, so I'd have to like book a weekend home or go to a walk-in. And whenever I went to a walk-in, I would get a call from my doctor, like pissed off that I went to a walk-in, right? My melatonin is discontinued. I've ordered the new brand. It won't be here until a few days. I'm sorry. Yeah, because it acts on the same part of the brain as alcohol does. Oh, interesting. I take one each night, except Mondays. I detox on Mondays. Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun to me. But also, if you need it, it's not, you know? Anyway. Yeah, so that's that. That's where we're at. I am not sleeping well, but I am also currently not doing anything about it except trying to wind down and stretch before bed. I'm not intervening medically yet because it's only been like 4 days. Last time it was like 2 weeks, and then I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. I need help. But right now I'm going to try and get it under control on my own before I look to melatonin again. Melatonin just gave me freaky dreams, which is fine, but like it did, I think, help me sleep. It's necessary for not waking up in a blazing panic. Yeah, see, so that's what I mean. It's like, it's not the same for me, right? Like for mine, it's supposed to be for panic attacks. If I'm taking it to go to sleep, that's not necessarily what it's for every time, you know? Whereas for you, that's what it's for. So it's not, you're not doing it wrong, you know? You gotta take your meds as prescribed, people. It could also be because I went off of all of I stopped taking my antidepressant, my anti-anxiety, and my ADHD pills for like a week, almost, 4 days, which don't do that. Don't do that. Take your pills every day. What are you doing? It's so irresponsible. And I tell other people that. It's so irresponsible to stop your course of drugs if you're on drugs, like on purpose drugs, I mean like antidepressants, because it can throw your whole brain into a whole thing. So the spin that I had this weekend of anxiety could have been because I wasn't being responsible and I took 4 days off. It's just because my pill container was empty, so I didn't refill it because ADD. But now I'm back to taking them every day, so that's good. Important. If I don't take them every day, then I won't take them every day. You know what I mean? If I take them every day, I can keep, it's inertia. Things in motion stay in motion. Things at rest stay at rest. When my pills get empty and my things are at rest, it's very, it takes me a conscious effort to refill and like take care of myself. But when they're all there, no problem. It's just a little container I gotta take. I haven't slept since Thursday, and I'm being really good at not taking codeine. I love sleeping on codeine, but it's only for period pain, so no. You haven't slept since Thursday. That's awful. Insomnia is awful. I think I learned about benzos from psychology in Seattle. Oh, cool. I get ADHD meds. I will have to go for regular drug tests. And there's absolutely no Adderall in Sweden. Well, I stopped taking Adderall because it was giving me hella anxiety, and also I was losing a lot of weight because it's like really powerful on your brain, so you don't notice your bodily functions. You don't notice that you have to pee. You don't notice that you have to eat. You don't notice that you're thirsty. It's like, it's not ideal. It's definitely not ideal. It was good for what I needed it for at the time, but then it started being bad because it was like giving me anxiety. Like once I was no longer in school, I was able to recognize that the anxiety was not because I was stressed about school. It was the Adderall giving me like anxiety. So I got switched to a different thing. First I tried generic Adderall, like as opposed to the brand name. It didn't change anything. I think it made it worse. And then we had a whole talk with the doctor, and I got switched to a completely different one. But I think it works. If it's a placebo, I'm happy to keep taking sugar pills to get the effects that I think I'm getting, which are increased concentration. What time is it? 10:30. Time management skills. Oh my god, insomnia makes your brain go all off too. Bad on top of bad. Yeah, insomnia does not help. I have slept a little, of course. Well, yeah, like you'd be dead if you hadn't slept in that many days. But yeah, obviously, like an hour or two is not the same as getting 6 hours in a block, right? It sucks big time. I haven't seen my bed since Friday evening. Ugh. So what, you're just pass out on the couch for an hour here and there? That sounds awful. You're probably stiff as a board if you haven't been in bed. I've been in bed the last few nights, I just haven't slept well. Like I've been up for hours at a time, multiple times. And I did the whole like get up and get out of bed if you can't sleep to try and like not have your brain think like, oh, bedtime doesn't mean we have to sleep yet. Probably why there's no Adderall. Sweden is strict with drugs. Oh, there is an amphetamine, but not as strong, I think. I think the one I'm on is still an amphetamine. I think that all ADD drugs are stimulants, and amphetamines are the stimulants, right? Sid, insomnia is horrible. I'm starting to notice weird effects now, right? Like, are you starting to, like, see things or have bad balance? For me, when I haven't slept really well in a couple of days, it's like the words will fail me. Finding the right word. I'll have a synonym, but I won't be able to remember the word that I actually want to use. Once I slept badly for 6 months, I was starting to do that micro sleep thing. Oh, like, where you just, like, sleep for a minute. Not enough sleep. Once I slept, oh, I read that one. Yeah, no, not for me. Not a good deal. But on a less anxious note, I'm gonna get some fabric today. So on Wednesday, when we get back together to stream, I'll show you all the new fabric. I'll wash it and iron it maybe tonight. I say maybe because I'm probably not gonna, but I might. I hope sleep finds you soon. Me too. I hope sleep finds all of us soon. Not like now soon, but like tonight soon. Man, I love talking to you guys. I think the mornings, I have more animation in me because mornings are my time. Mornings are when I feel alive. By the time the afternoon comes, I'm already tired. I feel like more nervous because I've had all morning to prep, which means I didn't prep at all, and then I sit and feel weird. Whereas if it's in the morning, this is what I look like because this is what I woke up like. As opposed to if we start at 1, then you know I've looked like that all day. Whereas you can imagine that after this, oh, I'm going to go get myself ready for the day. I'm going to go put makeup on and then do stuff. But if I start at 1 looking like this, then you know that I've looked like this all day. So I think I like the morning ones, and I think that I want to do Mondays and Wednesdays moving forward. So I will make a post that shows Mondays and Wednesdays as the morning. Talking of talking, should we organize a Patreon Zoom call? I think that sounds like a great idea, Oracle. Why don't we do that? Do a little laundry, pick up fabric, call taxidermist. I don't have any YouTube jobs today. So yeah, I will do that today, Oracle. I like that idea. Talking of talking, that would be really fun. It is afternoon for you. I look like that all day. I mean, I don't hate how I look or anything. I just know I look like I just woke up. Love watching your videos. Great, thanks. Oh, Karen, I like having you here. Thanks for coming. So, I like that idea though, Oracle. Patrons, because we do have quite a few now. How many do we have? I feel like there's like a few patrons. I don't think it's just one. I know it's not just one. We have 29 patrons now. That's crazy. There's almost 30. Who's going to be number 30? Somebody sign up to be a patron so that I have 30 patrons. Do it for the live call we're going to do. Wait, sorry, what time? Live in PJ's, live in PJ's crew. Yeah, actually. So here's what I'm thinking. I haven't thought about it at all because I'm just reading what you're saying now, Oracle. But I like the idea a lot. I think it's a great idea that we should do a live stream or a Zoom call or a Discord call sorry, I'm just checking. Sorry. Yeah, we'll do a Discord call or a live stream or a Zoom call, whatever we can figure out. I will figure that out today. I guess not a live stream because that's what this is. But yeah, I like that idea. 2 OGs. Good, you stop smoking, keep it up. I've been there. Where's 2 OGs? I didn't see her come in. Oh, there you are. Morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I always miss most of the lives. Quit smoking and have been very manicky. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you manicky anxious or manicky ragey? Because I've been near people quitting smoking and it can be very irritable to be near. The person quitting smoking must just feel very awful to be in an irritable spot. I'm sorry that you're dealing with that, but I'm very happy that you're dealing with that. I'm very proud of you. I don't know that you need my pride in you, but I'm very proud of you for quitting smoking because that sounds like one of the hardest things. I know that stopping smoking other things has been a thing, so I know it's difficult in that way, but I'm really proud of you because that is a literal physical addiction that you are fighting, and everyone is just like, just stop. And you're like, cool, it's literally my body is physically addicted to nicotine now, so it's not that easy. So well done to you. Get some gum, Antoinette. Chew gum all the time. What's another thing? Lollipops apparently are a good thing because it's bringing your hand to your mouth. Apparently that's a trigger for smokers, the bringing your hand to your mouth. So lollipop can be a good way to get your craving to go away. And drink lots and lots of water because your body is like pissed off. So water is always a good option because your body is like, what the hell? You're not giving me any. There, 30. Really? Oh, Candies, I love you. I love all of you guys. Aw, yay. Oh, Sid and Candies, you guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks, Sid. Thank Candies. Thanks for joining my Patreon. Now we have 31. I love you guys. Thank you. Okay, let's do that then. I love that idea of doing a call. Why don't we do that, like, regularly? You know? Like, we could do that, like, I know that I say things like that all the time. I'm sorry. Don't, like, hate me for it. But what if we do that, like, I don't know, once a month? I think once a month is a good idea, don't you think? Sorry, I lost my stream page. I exited the whole browser, which is not what I meant to do. I have to go into my own live stream. Just hold the phone, okay? Oh, dudes, I gotta go. I've been thinking about it for a while and I'm finally working enough to swing small. Thank you, Sid. I do really appreciate it. That being said, you guys, do not support me or anyone on Patreon if it is outside of your means. I do not want any of that. If you would otherwise be using it to buy your groceries, do not give it to me. This should be, instead of you getting 6 coffees a month, you'll get 5. That's how I'm looking about it, you know? No, I was going to be number 30. I forgot my password. Frida, I love you. Thank you. Hubby and I are doing it together. That's awesome. That's so hard, but also awesome. For better health and definitely the bank account. Very expensive in Canada. Yeah, like $14 for a packet of cigarettes. Totally. Very expensive. Thanks so much, Laura, for a great stream. Oh, I love you guys. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Okay, so I'll figure out what we'll do for the Zoom call / Discord call. I kind of like Zoom better, just because Zoom is like better. Sorry, Discord. Eventually, I hope Discord has a better system for that, but I feel like Discord is like a rough copy of the final copy of what will be used someday. But yeah, I'll figure out what we'll do for the call. We could do a call together. We could talk about, ooh, maybe that could be like, I'll come up with things to ask you guys, you know? We also need to find a good time to, yes, what I'll do first, Oracle, I'll make a poll, like what everybody prefers, and I'll just do like, I'll pick 3 time slots, like morning, noon, and night. I know that for those of you in the European side, morning will be better. But for those of you on the like California side, nighttime might be better. So we'll talk about it. We'll figure out what we're gonna do. But I love that idea, a little call, little coffee date with a bunch of the patrons. Thank you so much, by the way, guys, for joining Patreon, those of you that did today. Zoom has better infrastructure. Yeah, definitely for that. They passed Skype so quickly, didn't they? It was like, we have a new program. Delete your Skype. Yeah, better than a crochet magazine and cheaper. Yeah, better to get that. So, okay, I am better than a crochet magazine, aren't I? I'm so much fun. I'm just kidding. I'm all over myself. What are we saying? Manic, hyper energy. Oh, that does not help. Thanks. Yes, I will do it. Nicotine addiction is worse than heroin. I've been doing it. A lot of walking, drinking water, knitting, crochet. Yeah, get your hands busy. Knitting, crochet, great idea. Morning is never fun for me. Morning is the only time that's fun for me. Morning is my like alive time. Every other time of day, I'm mostly not an alive person. Windows was threatening to buy Discord. I'm like, don't touch it. I don't want you to have it. It's not for you. It's for us. It's for us to quietly enjoy our communities on the internet. We don't need you to put it into your big, evil Windows programs. Okay, I love you guys so much. I hope your Saturday was good. My Saturday was awful. I had hella anxiety and one of my chickens died, Mary Grace. But at the same time, I'm good now. Everything's okay. I will talk about it again on Wednesdays to refresh so everybody knows. But I'm going to go now because I have to go. I have to drive. I have to drive to go pick up some fabric. So don't forget to like the video if you haven't liked it yet. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. And oh, you're such a nice guy. I love you. Look at what my lovely man brought me. It has a duck on it. Anywho, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna drink my tea. I'm gonna get my address into my phone, and then I'm gonna go get some fabric. I'll share a picture on Discord of the fabric when I get it, and I will take a picture for the patrons of my moss garden. Moss Rock Garden Patreon photo. Life is hard. Okay, I love you. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you for coming. And if you're feeling extra sassy after I end the stream, leave a comment. Okay, bye. Love you, bye. Oh, also, wait. I said love you, bye, but I didn't finish. Actually, look. Oh, not that. Mute that. Look. Thank you so much to my patrons. I will add the new names to my new patron list. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good rest of your day. Okay, love you, bye.